Yeah. What's going on, peoples? Intellectual Evolution Era, episode 20. Got 20 of them things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We are here, people. We are here. We are here. You know what I'm saying? Evolution, what's the deal?
Yes, hey. Episode 20. I'm excited. This is great.
Yeah, we done pushed out 20 of these things, man. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I'm excited, as well. You know what I mean? That we've been able to do that, yo, for real. This is a monumental night. I
Yes.
appreciate you, Evolution. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? For everything you contributed. As we've gone through 20 episodes, what's been your favorite moments?
You know, um, all the shows, I love being on all the shows. I just love the beautiful kings and queens that come in and debate with us, and just let us know if they like something, they don't like something, they just give love and support. I just love being in here with all my people, you know what I'm saying? Because we all family. At the end of the day, we all kinfolk. If I would have to say, I can't even think of one because they've all been amazing. I'm just gonna be honest. They've all been so interesting, not a boring moment ever. We pull people over from different platforms, and it's just been a good run. You know what I'm saying? It's not over yet. Yes. Do you have a favorite moment?
Favorite moment of mine, I would say, dang, it's been a lot. You're right. You've been so many. I can't even pick particularly one.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I just like it when the guys come on here and you be trolling them. That's
I
like the
love
funniest
it.
stuff. that has me rolling, and that keeps me laughing, man, for real.
Yes.
And sometimes you troll them so much, they get mad and they jump off.
Oh yes, we've had those moments.
Please,
and shout out to all of them.
Yeah, don't take it personally, y'all. She's just messing with you. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's like to get a reaction.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing personal.
Yes. They gotta think I'm crazy by now. I would guess, but it's just the Brooklyn, evolution. That's all,
Man, before we get into it, sister, let me take a quick pause for the cause. Smitty said he's on his way. Definitely salute, fam, salute. As you see, the link is pinned in all the chats across the network. All right, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for all your support and your love, man. We just been trying to do multiple things, so. Even today, I just been trying to, do multiple things at once. So, I'm even right now doing some little background work right now, as I do, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? So, before we get into the thing, I know you got some promotion for us real quick, Evolution. So, anything you want to promote real quick and just kind of, tell the people about?
Okay, so I got a couple of things to promote. One, I keep telling y'all about that new show. I just want to make sure that when I bring it to you, it's probably going to be every other day unless it hits, and you guys come on and y'all talk to me, y'all challenge me because I'm always ready for that. It's going to be called Evo's exclusive expose. So it's just going to be me giving my side of things when it comes to the news and everything that's going on. And I'm covering everything. Sports, politics, current events, everything that's happening, I'm covering it all. I want to see you guys here for that. I also am coming. I ain't gonna tell y'all much, but think of Kevin Samuels with a dress. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be a lot of hurt feelings. A lot of people gonna feel some type of way, but it's not gonna matter because I'm still gonna say what I say. So that's definitely coming. And me and Mr. Best, we were brainstorming and we got an idea for the ladies. And I'm not going to say too much about it, but it's going pretty well so far. You know what I'm saying? So we got a couple of things that's coming to the channel. So y'all just stay tuned for that, Definitely. Brooklyn all day. Big Brooklyn.
Man, Brooklyn all day, man. I'm telling you, Evolution got some stuff cooking up on the network for real, y'all.
Yes.
All right, and I can't wait for y'all to see it all for real. You know what I mean? Salute to Fish. You know what I mean? He says I can help with the sports segments of the show. Okay, Fish. Well, you know what I mean? Whenever you want to, man, come through. You know what I'm saying? And definitely show us some love. We definitely, you know, we'll appreciate that. You know what I mean? And man, salute to just everybody who's been supportive and all the mods and all the people, you know what I mean, who've been definitely supporting us through 20 episodes. We definitely appreciate it, man. Whether small or not. I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, he's from Brooklyn
I'm from Brooklyn, Bath Beach, Coney Island. Okay, I see you, bro.
Yes. And I'm gonna need some help on the sport, so I would definitely love to hook up with you if you can. Subscribe to the channel, send me some type of message or something like that. You know, I'm Evolution Era Media on Instagram too, because I need somebody to help me with the sports. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna need that.
I know the sports thing heavy too. You know that already too, so you already know I'm in it with you.
Yes, I need the kings to help me. If somebody even if they want to have a segment on it, I'm good with that. Like, that would be great. Look at all this black love and unity. I love it.
Definitely. Salute to Ruby Dog. You know what I'm saying? He said drop the link. Okay. I thought the link was already pinned in the chat, but if it's not, I'm going to put it in there again so you can actually access it. All right, but I thought I pinned it in there already. But if it's not, for your show. For Evolution show? Is that what you want? You want the link for the show? Because it's gonna be on these networks that you see up here.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the same network. I'll drop it in there for you though. Maybe probably to subscribe because I told him to subscribe. I got it. Okay. I'll put it in there for you.
Got you. Let me and to my Instagram family, I'm definitely about to, put y'all on because I know y'all been patiently waiting. Know what I mean? Thank y'all for your patience, the Instagram family. Know what I mean? Let me get y'all going. Add this little title up in here. So like my audience and all that. Hold on. Yeah. So today's show is gonna be very, very good. I got just different things that I'm gonna kind of pull up today. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of see how Evolution reacts, kind of see how the panel reacts. I'm gonna really just try to see like where everybody mind state is at today. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just start doing this more and more often with all the shows. You know what I mean? Just doing a lot of random clips and random reactions, because I feel like people really like that a lot more than just the just the run in the mill stuff. I feel like y'all like when we give y'all authentic reactions to things that we pull up. You know what I'm saying? So definitely gonna be doing that a lot more. All right. So boom. Okay, my Instagram family is live. Salute to all the people on IG. What up, IG? You know what I mean? So hold on, let me scroll down. You know what I mean? Okay, so you said Evolution link. Yeah, okay, Evolution gonna send that link soon. You know what I mean? Salute to my man Braves, Hawks, Falcon fan. What's good, brother? What's going on? Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Sorry my team had to beat up on you the other night. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that baseball season about to start though. You know how we get it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, salute to my brother, man. My brother from the South, man. You know what it is. But yeah, man, with that being said, y'all, you know what I mean? I'm about to drop the first video pretty soon. You know what I mean? I'm trying to wait for Smitty to kind of get up in here, give him a few minutes. You know what I mean? With that being said, Evolution, what has been going on as far as just like the news and different things you've been seeing, whether social media, different things that have caught your eye? What has caught your eye this week?
Oh, okay. So one is the two young ladies, the twins that I was saying that had got one of them was killed, over just senseless violence over not giving a phone number out. Senseless. That was in, if I'm not mistaken, the Bronx. I'm going to look it up and see if I can get more information about it. But it's just a sad, tragic case. Like, it's just, hey, Smitty. It's just terrible how, you can't even go out to a party anymore, and just how people can't accept rejection. You know what I'm saying? That's one. And also, y'all boy, Gilbert Arenas, hopefully I'm saying that right. He making y'all look bad.
You got it.
That's all I'm saying. He just making y'all look real bad in the streets right now. And my boy Bernie, you know, I'm trying to figure out if what he's doing is going to work or it's just going to make us even more miserable than we already are when it comes to the workplace. Not saying that we don't love our jobs, but, you know, we don't want anything to make it harder, you know, because there's two different sides to that whole 32-hour work week, but you get paid for 40 type thing on both sides, the employee and the employer. So, you know, that's the three things that really caught me that I'm really, really, really paying attention to, you know, without saying too much because it will be on the new show. But yeah, you know.
Got you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He said, I hope it's not a problem. I'm Italian American. I do enjoy the show. Nah, man, we don't discriminate because of with race or anything like that, man. We don't.
At all.
Race, gender, none of that, man. I don't support none of that. You know what I mean? Definitely, we like Evolution said, we support everybody. But Smitty, man, what you know? What I mean, what's good, man? How you doing? And what's this week has caught your eye? Any news stories? Anything that's caught your eye? It could be sports related, it could be whatever. Anything that's caught your eye this week that you found intriguing?
There's a comet twice the size of the sun headed for Earth. Now, it won't be here for another. I know, I just threw y'all all the way off. But you asked Smitty, so you should know not to expect what you think you're going to get. There's a comet headed for Earth. It's twice the size of the sun. But they say it won't be here, I think, for like another 300-something years. So I think us and our grandkids and everybody's good. But it's moving at light speed almost. It's moving extremely fast. It moves, I think, twice the speed of what the Earth rotates, and that's 500 kilometers per second. Okay, so that's pretty damn fast. But yeah, I think other than that, because I don't really pay too much attention to what, you know, the regular gossip and stuff people look at. It's just not my world. I'm very much so an introvert. I be kind of focused on my life and what I got going on, but I will say to what Brooke is saying, and also definitely congratulations, sis. Keep on pushing, keep on trucking, and you know the fam right here with you. Yeah, Gil. Yeah,
Thank you, Keith.
I'm real disappointed because you know he played for us. You know what I'm saying? You know he was a Wizard. You know what I'm saying? And he's definitely somebody who I do believe is part of the greats. It's just that stupid gun charge. Everybody act like they don't want to give him his flowers, but we can't take away from how well he's played. But I'm just disappointed to know that the Wizard sounds like he's been playing with some wands. Kind of bothers me a little bit. So I'm going to leave that alone and I digress. My mic is muted. Y'all let me know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you're right, sweetie. You're right. I can't wait to come to that story. You are right. Yes. Something wrong. It's something in the water. Little torque juice, you know?
That or something in the locker room.
Yes. I think all the ladies in the NBA, the wives and stuff, they may want to beware, what's really going on in the strip clubs and stuff like that, in the closets and, the back seat of the cars, because it may not be the woman that you're thinking about. It may be her brother. You never know. But again, soapbox, I'm sorry, because I think it's the funniest thing in the world. But again, I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. You know what I mean?
This your show, Sean. This is why you have this platform, so you can say what you want to say. They within them guidelines. Them people's in YouTube offices is vicious, but this your shit. Do what you want in your house. Put your feet up where you want. Drink out the orange juice and the milk, and you ain't got to put the top back on it.
I know that's it.
Lord have mercy. Fish says there's an asteroid that passed through Earth's atmosphere in 2028, and if gravity takes it 1 degree lower when it comes around again in 2034, it will pack Earth. NDT was talking about it. Okay. All right. Well, Man, that's something crazy, man. With them
Yeah, it's a lot of shit that's going on right around our solar system, Milky Way, all of these things, with amongst our stratosphere and everything that like we don't even realize. Like folks don't even realize there was a comet that just missed us not too long ago. Just missed us. Nobody talks about it, and everybody go about. You have no idea if that would have landed, cities would be gone right now. Cities would be gone. Even if it hit the ocean, that causes a tsunami. Like, it ain't just what's on Earth. Like, and I know, it's like, that shit's out there, nigga. I don't even think about what's around the corner from me. But nah, it's some real shit though. I ain't mean to distract us or derail us, but yeah, rock out.
No,
and Tyson, look, he cool, he's very intelligent. I'm gonna be honest with you, Fish. Tyson is a nutcase. That nigga is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but he's highly intelligent. I just don't be trying to get my space information from him too much. And nothing personal to the brother Neil. We got a black man in space. I love it, but I just don't really rock with the guy too tough. He too cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for me. Rock out though.
Man, before we get into it, man, let me get into these rules. I love everybody's perspective. It's so funny, man. Everybody got something different to say. It's great. I love it. Number one, respect the hosts and calls of the show at all times, and just everybody on the team, period. Whether, y'all know the team, you already know who's on the team, you probably have seen us. If you don't know, then you will find out quickly. Okay, 2, no cursing or disrespectful language towards anyone on the panel or chat. 3, one mic is and always will be in effect. All right. 4, please stay on topic, and if you don't know the topic, feel free to ask. That is a big one, man. Ooh. Staying on topic, man, for real. Once my countdown begins, please mute your mic so it'll be muted for you. If you don't, you'll be kicked off the panel. Okay, y'all know the countdown. When I do the 10, 9, 8, y'all know what it is. All right. If you're beefing or having any disagreements with anyone a part of the Intellectual Soapbox K&R brand, please set all your issues before appearing on the panel or chat. You already know. All right. We don't want no things spilling over to the show because we're trying to have a show and we're trying to do what we got to do. You know what I mean? We're trying to be here for long. We're trying to get our content out. You feel me? Number 7, please do not use any of the content without my consent, either written or verbal. All right, and failure to follow these rules will lead to you being removed from the chat or panel permanently. All right, so let's get into this. You know what I'm saying? Let me give a quick shout out to some people who already checked in. You know what I mean? Salute to M3. You know what I mean? What's going on? She Stole My Thunder said that's the thing with pro sports. So many male athletes still feel like they need to hide who they really want to sleep with. I get that many have to cater to who send them their paychecks. Okay, have to cater to the status quo or to their friends or whoever. Okay. Salute to Sincere Nature, the Art of Guys. Salute, Sincere. What's going on? He said LMAO. Yes, he's a half goofball, but a brilliant astrophysics professor. Okay. M3 said I approve of this message. All right. You know what I mean? Also, follow everything Nightbot is telling you about K&R. All right. You know what I mean? Definitely subscribe to Evolution Era Media. All right. Show support. You know what I mean? And definitely sub to all the ones that's going through the ticker right now. I know you see all the YouTube content creators are going through the ticker. Definitely sub to them and show them some love. And then Fish said he subbed to Evolution's channel. Thanks for the love, family. Topic. We about to get into the topic right now. About to drop the video. All right. So fair use, everyone.
Hold on. Can I say one thing to that real quick before you get going? And I'll be real brief. I just wanted to say, thank you, brother. I just wanted to say, look, this is the way because y'all know I love my analogies, right? The way I look at like a lot of these celebrities that get to doing a bunch of freaky shit out of nowhere, they seem modest like Dwight Howard. That guy, right? So just a nice little example. My point is, I look at these celebrities and their sexual desires, honestly, just like most people who wound up on hard drugs. The fact is that I do see that a lot of these people, you got to think a lot of these athletes, I'm talking about since high school, they was probably the star quarterback or wide receiver, jock, star pitcher, whatever it may be, right? And so they getting girls in high school. Never was a problem. They go to college. Oh man, now it's double. They go off into the big leagues and now it's triple, quadruple. I do believe that after a while, after just having sex with women, they've had all kind of threesome, menages, you name it, and all this other stuff, right? They start saying to themselves, I want to try something new. And that's what makes sexual gluttony so dangerous. You start exploring and doing shit you normally, and things start going in places and holes they normally wouldn't go, right?
Right.
So I look at that just like with the drug addicts, right? You have a lot of people. I myself have even stepped out and explored at one point in my life. When you smoke weed so much, and when you know the combination of like weed and your little drink, your little Henny or your beer, whatever, at some point, some people, especially if you're going through something, you'd be like, I need something stronger. Some people may put something in their arm. Some people may pop a pill. Some people may get their nose dirty, right? But the fact is, that's just, I wanted to throw in how I look at these stars. Like, I believe that they get to that point because like a lot of these celebrities, they have regular sex so much, bruh, because their lifestyle and how they live, they don't even know how to, it's nothing to them anymore. Just like how the joint is nothing to the crackhead anymore, or the dope fiend, or the pill popper, or the lean sipper. It ain't nothing. Weed ain't nothing no more because, bruh, you know, you've done that so much, and now you are seeking to get that same. When you first got high, you looking for something to kind of replace that because even the best of weed ain't doing it. So you find yourself exploring and doing drugs you never thought that you would do. Now you're an addict to something you never thought that you would be on. And I do believe the celebrities can wound up the same way. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Man, that was incredible, man. That was incredible.
Broke that down.
Well, I'm about to learn how to clip stuff real quick, man, because I gotta start clipping a lot of the stuff that we be sharing on here.
But we be saying, right? Like this would be good highlights.
Yeah, I'm gonna just learn how to clip.
Really gonna be highlights.
Yeah, I'm about to start watching. I'm just gonna watch a video on it, figure it out, and I'll probably be able to do it within an hour.
I got you. I'm gonna help you.
Yeah.
I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Yeah.
I used to do it a lot, but I stopped. But I gotta get back to it.
Yeah, you know how my mind works. Once I like see something and I learn it, it's real quick. It don't take me long at all. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into the first video, y'all. You know what I'm saying? All right. She Stole My Thunder said, "Not relationship favorite Canadian. Who? Where?" He's talking about you. She Stole My Thunder. He's talking about you. But yeah, I got 4 videos here. Okay, that we're gonna share. All right, and they're all a wide range of different topics, and I'm just gonna pull them randomly. All right. So let's get it, y'all. Fair use as always. Fair use. Fair use. All right.
I've learned just from experience is that like you can stand in front of 7, 8, 10, 12 people and they're judging you and they got so much baggage. So like I'm always, you looking at me, I'm staring at you because I know you ain't perfect. Right. So I'm cool with my flaws. Mm-hmm. I know what they are and I've worked on it and I'm growing and still growing. So when I walk in front of people, like it is what it is. We got this thing where we always judging the person that's being talked about. But a lot of times I'm judging the person who's talking.
It says a lot about you.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out why you talking
your angle? What's your
why
point?
you saying that.
Right.
When you blurting certain things out, you know, sometimes that's an insecurity or that's some stuff going on with you. So that's why I don't receive all that energy. Right. One thing I've learned just from experience.
What y'all think, family? Let's get it.
Was it the dude from Houdini? It wasn't.
That was Rod Strickland, Hall of Fame basketball player.
Oh, I thought that was the lead singer from Houdini. With the light eyes, I used to be in love with him. I'm sorry, go ahead, sweetie.
Nah, I love it. I don't know what's up with pulling up a favorite basketball players. He was another one. He was a bullet. I remember when Rob was with us. It was him, Weber, Mirasan, Howard, Tracy Murray. That was the squad. We had Cheney. That was the squad right there. We was like that. Anyway. Nah, he's the smack on point. One, first of all, I always found it a waste of air and energy to sit around talking about other people. It's just, golly, it is just a waste. I'd rather capitalize on how I can outshine you niggas before I sit around running my mouth about you. Now, even down to like when he was saying, like, looking at people, because I know people have flaws. I shit you not. I actually used that exercise when I first started performing on stage. When I first started going to open mic nights and things of that nature, doing my poetry, doing my rhymes and shit, I didn't do the whole picture everybody naked, because there was some ugly motherfuckers in that crowd. I don't want to think of that. So look, right, I thought of another strategy. And what that strategy was, I sat back and I just looked around, bro. Like, I would get up there and I always had this quick moment. I just scanned the room and I'm just looking. And everybody I'm looking at, I'm saying to myself, it's amazing how you get to finding out how people ain't all what you think they cracked up to be all the time. There's a lot of people in this crowd. They're looking at me like I'm a damn genius, and I barely graduated high school. You understand? People are too quick to think because you're in the front of a group that means that the group is better than you. No, sometimes you're in front of the group because that's a whole crowd of people that needs and requires your leadership. So you got to know how to vision it. You have to know how to put these things into perspective. And from there, I shit you not, I went up that bitch, and every time I went on the stage, I went up there like I owned it, just like how I do these panels. I don't have no problem talking to y'all because I know most of y'all, I'm not putting people down. I'm just saying, like, people be really thinking I'm scared to talk in front of people because I'm talking in front of such amazing, glorious, wonderful beings. And it's like, no, nigga, nah, you're not. It's just somebody else. And they really want to hear what you got to say. And even those who try to sit around and clown, just like how my man Rod said, what is the purpose of that? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, yeah, I'm looking more at the person that does all the talking. I'm looking at the person that knows, you know, that I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to try to down this person by, you know, running my monkey ass mouth. But the whole time I'm really just I'm really exposing myself. When you think you're exposing somebody doing all that talking and gossiping, you're really first and foremost exposing you and how you operate. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Like the gossip and stuff, that's kind of it's old. You know what I'm saying? You see it on these social media sites all the time. It's old. You know, if a lot of people know about my platform, they know that I deal with something called no judgment, being sexually free and liberated. You know, oh yeah, see, y'all ain't know about that, right? You know, and just being able to be yourself in any room, regardless of what people think. I always say I am Superwoman. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that. I embody that. So I would say high school is when I dropped that. I don't care what you say about me. I'm me. You know, I'm always want to say, hey, I'm evolution. Like there is no other. You're not going to find this type of chick everywhere, you know? And I feel like if people, especially, you know, women, because I salute my queens, you know what I'm saying? If they kept that type of confidence, uplifted themselves like that, you get what I'm saying? I don't think that they would be worried about what people say, because I'm gonna be honest, you know, the only people that I really, really worry about, you know what I'm saying, is Jesus and whoever paying this rent over here. You know what I'm saying? And if it's just me and Jesus, then who are you? You know, you got to think about stuff like that, you know. So I feel like any type of freedom that a person can get, you get what I'm saying? Any type of, like the shackles off, like that's how much I really respect and ride for a person being free, you know. And it's 2024, you know, this is the COVID year, and people still worried about what other people are saying. They never gonna get anywhere. They always gonna be on the bottom, always gonna be under somebody's foot. Somebody is always gonna be able to stop them for whatever they want to do, You get what I'm saying? So I respect what the king said. I respect what Smitty said. You know what I'm saying? It's about you. Forget everybody else. It's you. What you going to do, how you feel about yourself, and cut the rest. Cut it at the door. Kick rocks, everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I said that well enough.
Oh, man. Got my brother Saint Mac. Mac, what's good, baby? Good to see you back in the building, man. What up?
What's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing, Miss Evolution Era? And what up, Smitty? What it do, bro? Hold on, let me get my hand right first. There you go. There you go. You see it? There you go. There you go. I got it. I've been practicing, brother. I've been practicing.
That's right. Tuck that thumb, ladies and gentlemen. No. Tuck that thumb. That's right. My man, Mac.
There you go. You got to put that thumb up. Salute everybody, man, on the panel, man. I was just listening. I'm seeing. I heard this rant just now. Evolution just went on. She just went ham. I'm like, dang. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
That freedom thing.
You was dropping some gems. I know how I get, though. I know how I get.
How you feel about it? Did you see the clip?
Nah, I ain't see the clip.
You see the clip. Okay. Soapbox. I don't know when I want to break it down. And it was really about, what I got from it is, people, I call it deflection, where people put stuff on you or you caring about what other people think when other people have baggage. You get what I'm saying? Am I right, Soapbox? Did I hit it right? Or
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. It's like, does the people's opinions matter?
I'm telling you, she just need to go ham.
Thank you. She stole my thunder. So, what you think?
So I'm gonna let my brother Mac get on it first, and then after that, I'm gonna ask a question. You know what I mean? After that.
Hey, look, I just
big rigs.
I just know if I ever got a problem with somebody, I can just call Evolution, and it's gonna be done deal.
Absolutely.
I would never argue with any. I would never. For one, I wouldn't argue with any woman. Period. Anyway.
Thank you.
Definitely won't argue with your motherfucking ass.
See, now Saint Mac, that's a really intelligent brother right there. He understands. He understands. Like, that's the one, ladies. Hey, Zaddy Trey.
What up, Uncle Trey?
Yeah.
That's Uncle Trey right there, man.
What's going on? All right, so my thing is, okay, so I think that sometimes people get talked about because people have lofty expectations of them, right? Whether they're athlete, entertainer, things of that nature, right? So do we sometimes put too much lofty expectations on people, right? Even our own parents or people that we care about, right? Do we sometimes just put too much on them, right? And we think that, they're supposed to be so-and-so. Oh, ain't he in the spotlight, or don't he have this, or don't she got that, or whatever? And we don't allow them to be human at all. We don't allow no flaws, no setbacks, no nothing, right? They got to always be on go, right? And I think from just us seeing history or just seeing people, period, even the great people that we love, nobody's always on go. There's always some sense of, flaws or just, that human, that human part of them that allows us to see that, okay, they ain't got everything together. You know what I mean? So based on that, right, is that why people are so quick to just talk about people or just go at people, because they just put people on such a high pedestal? You know what I'm saying? Could that be a reason why as well? Anybody can chop it up. I'm here, you know what I mean, as I prep the next video, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a great question too. Ms. Ev, would you like to speak on that? No? I bet. So when it comes to like people that's that got a lot of notoriety, man, it's kind of hard because you just don't know what these folks go through. I was looking at something online, right? It was Usher doing a speech. He got some award or something, and he was saying, "I want to thank something." He was saying something about something, but he fumbled upon. He just like I'm doing. He stumbled and fumbled upon his words, and they tried to make it seem like he was about to say something whole less different, which ain't cool. I don't like the fact that when we can love a celebrity and then the next day they do something, then automatically boom, everybody against them for something super stupid small. You know what I mean? And also I noticed that a lot of people project how they feel about themselves on the other people, you know? So I just watch out for all of that. That's all. I just keep my eyes open.
Ron is actually smack on point. Yeah, Sir Mac, you definitely hit it on that. What I can't stand is when people think, like, for example, if you know you would respond all hasty and be angry, you may know I would go run to the internet and blast everything out there. You assume that that's the move I would make. And it's like, no, I'm not you. I wouldn't respond the way you would. And, you know, a lot of people put too much. Yes, you're right. They invest too much of how they think and feel. And that's why we have such this really, really twisted and perverted society of this headspace thinking. The way I think is the way everybody should think. You should see this exactly how I do. And see, that's when you wound up doing something I call trying to carpet the world. No, stop trying to lay down carpet everywhere you step when you go outside. Just put some shoes on and adjust to the weather. Dress for the weather. The weather's going to be what it is. You can either stay inside that day, or if you choose to go out, make sure that you are dressed and you're equipped. You see, because when people keep on trying to put their own personal, well, I know from my experience dealing with men or dealing with women, they usually cheat. Have you dated everybody on planet Earth, or did you miss some? Do you think just maybe you might have missed a couple, I don't know, 100 million? Billion even? Like, I mean, come on, bro. Like we need to stop this shit. So it's like, no, what you need to do is you need to know how to treat people as individuals, right? We all want to be treated as an individual. We all want people to, if not anything else, recognize that who I am is who I am and no one else like it. Yes. Maybe others who I share commonalities with, and we do have some similarities, but there is no other Ron Mac, not even your brother Stan. It's only you, bruh.
Right. You see us, we a flip of a coin, we day and night.
I mean, you know, but that's just where I am with that. So I just wanted to touch in on that piece right there. But you were smack on point. So rock out, do what you gotta do, my G. I digress. My mic is muted.
Evolution, what you think about the question?
Salute, Smitty.
Evolution, you there? Hello? I don't know if she stepped away. I don't know if we lost. I don't know what's going on.
Unless she's talking and she don't know she muted.
We got her till she get back. So go ahead, rock out with the video, whatever. We'll go ahead and we'll keep it going. We'll keep it going until she get back.
Yeah, definitely. I'm about to pull up the next one. And I think
I'm gonna pull it back up here as soon as she get back. I'm gonna pull it right on up.
Yeah, I think it's essential. Which everything everybody's saying is really essential, and I think that what Saint Max said is essential too, bro. Because it's like we can love somebody, then it's like, oh man, they got a divorce or they went through that, like, you know what I mean? And then it's like, I never understood why people so entangled with what's going on with somebody else's bedroom. That's always been kind of weird to me, especially if they're not knocking your boots or knocking somebody's boots that you know. Like, all right, so he left his wife and he got somebody else. All right, cool. Like, ain't got nothing to do with you. Or she left her husband, got somebody else. They ain't got nothing. What does that have to do with you? Like, I'm so really like enthralled by that. Like, I'm so baffled by that. Like, you know what I mean? Okay, they have some side holes. Okay, whatever. Like, what does that have to do with you though? Like, I'm really like, I'm so confused about what does people's where people, you know, who people sleep with or who they choose to sleep with. What does that have to do with somebody else? Or even when like men wear certain things and another man's like, oh, why he wearing that? Like,
you want to know why? So watch this. Exactly what I was just saying. I hate this shit about you niggas, but I ignore it now. We're growing here. We working on some shit. I hate you niggas with this shit. If you don't, like, for example, people have it in their head, he must not have it, must not have a man, must not have a woman, must not have this or that because they don't flaunt it. Heck, I do that. Everybody shows all of their shit all the damn time, every waking fucking moment. So if you're not doing that, then they must not be doing anything because it's not physically in my face. And you know what I say to that? Because I love my analogies. I ask them this simple question. Can you feel a breeze when it blows past your face? I don't know, Ron, Soap, anyway. Can you feel a breeze if it blows past you?
Yes, sir.
If it's blowing strong enough, can't you even tell which direction the wind is blowing in?
Absolutely.
Did you see the air as it blew past your face that you felt?
No.
Nope.
Does that mean it didn't exist?
That does
Nope.
not mean
So
it
you
is.
niggas need to shut the fuck up. Just because you don't see something don't mean it ain't right there in your face. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Off the flap.
Oh, I like that. I like how you shared that, man. That's what's up. All right, so let me pull up the next video. All right. Fair use as always. Fair use. Fair use. All right.
To realize about extremely nice, kind, loving people is that the other side to them is just as extreme. See, the hell that they've survived is what keeps them calm. But never mistake it or underestimate or take their kindness for weakness. Because the beast in them is just sleeping. It's not dead. See, one thing people need to realize about extremely nice, kind, loving people is that the other side to them is just as extreme. See, the hell that they've survived keeps them calm. But never mistake it or underestimate or take their kindness for weakness. Because the beast in them is just sleeping. It's not dead. See, one thing.
I'm telling
Ron, you want to tap that first?
Man, you know I want to tap that first, man. It's the truth.
Rock out. Rock
That's
out.
why
I'll follow through.
I done been through so much in my life, man. Man, if I told my life story, people would think it's made up. Right? That's why I'm so laid back and cool, because I have a lot of control. I have a lot of self-control nowadays. Man, I'm scared of myself. Cause I know me. I know how I would flip. And I just try to always be on a calm, cool, and collective wavelength. Even when I feel myself about to get upset, I just be like, you know what? Let me just think about this real quick before I snap. Cause I know when I snap, it's over with. It's over with, lights off. So I always try to, maintain my freedom, maintain my life. Cause if I don't, it's all over for me. I got a lot to lose.
Okay. All right. Nah, salute to that. Ruby Doll, we'll see you in the building, sis.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Much love
Ruby
to
Doll, what's up,
everybody.
girl?
What's up, everybody in the panel and in the chat? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now. All right, now Potty Girl in the building. Now Potty Girl in the building, y'all.
Vibes, Joe.
If you want to have a good time, just invite Ruby. I promise you, she will make you smile.
Absolutely.
Corny too. I'm a little corny.
So this is where I'm at with it, right? I've been studying this whole nice guy finishing last and all of that. I'm starting to re-examine it. Now I'm gonna go just a little spiritual, not religious, but a little spiritual. And I'm gonna go a little netherworld on you. What I've noticed is that it's not that nice people necessarily finish last. You recognize our completion later on in life. And when that completion is done, the structure, the architect build of it is out of this world. It's something that even those who built the Egyptian tombs would wow and awe at. See, the thing is that I've noticed as a nice person, I've done my dirt too. I ain't talking like I've been some angel. I've done my dirt. But overall in my life, I can honestly say I've done a whole lot more good and for people than my grimy moments. That ain't, in comparison, that's only a handful. My point is, I've noticed how when I'm nice and when I truly do things from my heart, Those who try to tear that down and or F it over only F themselves over. It's times I wanted to get back at people and I didn't. And you know what? I swear with everything I know, God and life did it for me. Man, you don't know how many times the same people who treated this nice guy as some shit turned around. They're asking me for advice. They're asking me, can I cash after them a few dollars? They're asking me, can I give them a ride around the corner real quick and drop them off? And they know that they treated me like some shit. They know how they used to treat a nigga. And so it's like I don't have to say or do anything a lot of the times because it's not about being nice. It's about having a certain light and aura. It's about having intentions in order and in place. And when you do, it's something about how our loving creator in this universe protects you like nothing you would ever know. It's absolutely amazing to the point where sometimes I just can't fathom what's taking place at that moment. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. Ruby doll, Brooke, are you back, Brooke? Brooke, are you with us? Are you with us? Are you with us?
Yes, I'm back, guys.
There she go. There she go.
Evolution.
I ain't mad at you. You had to go chop some cucumbers up for the salad. I ain't mad at you, girl. I ain't mad at you.
Hey, Queen Ruby.
What's up, beautiful?
All right, so go ahead, Brooke. You know, of course, you. All right, so since you back, there we go. We're gonna hold on. We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna do it like that since you're back.
Okay.
And Ruby, of course, you after Brooke. You know, of course. Go ahead, rock out though.
Yes, sir.
Unless Soap wants to tap in there because he got something to say after he done chewing his food.
No. Everybody rock out. Everyone rock out. Go ahead.
Okay. So that video, I felt like he was talking to me. Because I'll be honest, when I first started, from a little kid on up to about my last year of high school, I was very nice, loving. I only saw the good in people. You know what I'm saying? My pops was a gangster, so was my brother. They couldn't understand, you know what I'm saying, where the beast was because they were all, my mother too. They were all very like rah in your face. You know what I'm saying? Put hands on you. And I was really, as the only Leo, I was very quiet. I was voted most quiet and everything. I had a temper. I guess we found it after high school and the first time I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Then it was just like, all bets is off. Just being picked on and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is what I'm going to say, right? Got a really bad temper, right? But I always tell people therapy. I'm in therapy quite a lot, and I'm able to, put a cap on some of the things that I would do or I would say, trying to be a better person, because where I'm from, we wild, but as, time is going by, I'm starting to notice that they locking chicks up too. I mean, they throwing the keys away too. Like, it don't matter, and I'm not trying to get
You
my
too
life.
cute for jail, girl.
Yes, let me tell you something. I've been there a couple of times. Like, so, one time I made it to the jail. Like, bookings is one thing. And when you get past bookings, that's a problem right there. Now, that didn't change my life. It just made me think if I'm going to do some stuff, I may not want to get caught. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, I feel like the nice people is the ones you have to worry about. The ones that don't say nothing, they're very laid back, because I love laid back men, right? And I feel like, they really be the killers. Like, they be the killers. They be holding back the beast. They be holding back a lot. So you gotta really, really be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? I think to have a good person in your life, you just have to take that grace and say, thank God you have a good person, because it's not a lot of good people in the world no more. You know what I'm saying? If you find one, it's like a needle in a haystack right now, Asking myself, therapy. I'm gonna keep saying it. It has really done wonders for me. You know what I'm saying? It's got me back on the right track where I need to be. I slip sometimes, sometimes you will, but I feel like at least once or twice in your life, if you have any type of problems, that's the kind of way to go. Because my temper is terrible. Terrible. I don't even recognize myself when I get mad. Like it's like red rum. It's red rum. Everybody gotta die. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's not safe. It's not. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in therapy a lot for that. So I feel like if you got a good person in your life, treat them good. Don't push them. Don't push them there because you might not come back from that. You may push them and both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Right, Stan. Both of y'all slip up off that bridge. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nothing else. You know, I told y'all a lot about me. Yeah, Ruby.
Yo, I feel that. I don't want to make you mad, Evolution, ever. But nah, on the real though, like, I feel like, so there's no satisfaction greater, or there's few satisfactions that are greater than physically having to check behavior, in a sense. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, right? But one thing I had to realize is, you know how we all have like what is that called? Like a gauge. You know, you got to know where your gauges are, and you got to know not even before you see red. Like sometimes you got to know when you're in the orange zone. You feel me? And so I feel like, so for example, nothing feels better than justice, but justice where it doesn't incriminate you or put you in a worse situation. Like the first time that I went to court with somebody and filed a lawsuit, I felt a sense of power because I was taking my justice without compromising anything. And they were in the wrong, so they deserved to pay up. That's a whole nother different type of vibe. You know what I mean? And I think that once we can just keep it real with ourselves, be completely honest, you'll be able to better gauge that and keep yourself in a stellar position, regardless of what these monkey ass people do. Sister J's in the building too. What's up, Sister J?
Yeah, respect it.
Oh, Sister J. Oh, hey, what's going on, Sister J?
Hey.
We see Kai Storm is in the building too. What's going on?
What's
Sister
up,
J,
Kai Storm?
Anything you want to add to that, Sister J? Anything you want to say based on the video?
Sure. I think I don't know. I think nice people sit in a certain space when you follow a certain way of being, right? It's I think society in general isn't made for nice. So I think following this path of niceness, it gives you a certain kind of discipline. It's very godlike, you know. So I think the reason why they finish last, if you will, is following a space that isn't typical. It's like being true to yourself, you know what I mean? Not caring the situations. Like it holds a certain depth to be a nice person and follow that in every situation, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what it is. There you go.
Thank you, Sister J.
Thanks, Sister J. Appreciate you. You know what I mean?
Evolution, you looking cute as usual. I just gotta put that in there. I just gotta respect, worship my queens real quick.
Thank you, Queen. You are gorgeous, so that's always a compliment. Thank you.
Oh, you ain't lying. You ain't lying now. You know what
I see you, girl.
we actually, I feel like we could do a better job in loving each other authentically. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I can love you. I like that.
Yes, you're my sister. Like, cause we all kinfolk. I always say this all the time. We are all kinfolk. You get what I'm saying? Now, if I just can't get along with you, I'm gonna agree to disagree with you forever. And you know what I'm saying? But if I have love for you, you ain't never done nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, and me and you, Ruby, we special because we love everybody. If you know what I mean.
we love. We got big hearts.
Yes. Yeah, ain't gonna find too many like us. You know what I'm saying? We the diamonds.
Shout out to the men in here too, man. I love talking to kings. There's a difference between the male species and some kings and gods, and I think that I always appreciate building with y'all. You guys rock,
Salute.
Man, thank you for everybody for the love. The love is in the air. Spring is here. Love is in the air. Let's go.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Do you have love and can you find love today? You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. All right, let me get
Don't forget about the good weed that's in the air too.
Bam Bam.
Oh,
man,
That's
Lord
right.
have mercy.
I'm talking for real.
Motherhood text marijuana.
Y'all done cracked the weed and the bottle pretty early this week. It's only Wednesday.
I'm
Y'all
talking
already
about-
ready. I know spring is here, but good Lord, man. Okay, let me get to the next video, y'all.
Stay ready
All
so
right.
you don't have to get ready. See, that's why I prep. It's called preparation, sir. Don't look at it as anything else. Rock out.
You know what? Wait, before no,
Mm.
Smitty, what the freak? Because it say don't cuss at anybody on the panel. Well, what the hell?
No,
you
as long
got
as it's not
that goddamn-
disrespectful, you can curse. I don't care. You can curse as long as it's not disrespectful.
All right, cool. Where the fuck you get that moon shit from, man? You gotta let me know. You gotta hit me up, man. Let me know where you get that shit from, cause that shit.
Oh, I went outside and I cast my fishing rod. I was going for bass, but I brought this in, so I said, "Fuck it, I'll just put it up on the ceiling."
Okay.
My bad if it's a little dark where you are. I'll get it back in the morning.
I just want to say for my job, yeah, I don't partake in none of that. I just, want to clap them up. Yeah, I say I'm clean. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm clean.
I smoke for Brooke. I smoke for her.
We
There you go,
smoke,
fam. There you go. I
have
smoke for.
Yes.
We smoke for everybody that can't smoke.
Get some stuff out.
We smoke for whoever can't smoke. I want that moon though, and them stars. That's hard.
That is pretty hard.
Yeah,
I like
I'll loan you a couple colors, but I'm keeping the moon and the stars, my nigga. That's what I like. But you can have that blue and that pinkish though. I'll give you that though. I give you that.
All right, bet.
And they not working with the background and the colors and all that. I like it. That's what's up.
That's
how we
hard.
do. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all, let me get to the next video. All right. Fair use as always. Fair use. All right. Know what I mean? So let me get to this one. Ah, man, I got some good ones that I've been pulling and ripping through lately, man. So
Uncle Snoop.
yes, sir. Fair use as always, though. Fair use.
A real person, a real go-getter, they ain't saying shit about nobody. That's why you will never, ever hear me dropping somebody's name, running my mouth about somebody. I don't know what you went through. I don't know what you're going through. I didn't wear the shoes you wore when you were a kid. I didn't grow up in your fucked up house. I didn't have your fucked up family. I don't know shit about you. So guess what I do? Shut the fuck up. Because real men don't say shit unless we know what we know. We shut our fucking mouths. But nowadays, there's not many real men who live by that creed of like, if you're on social media running your fucking mouth and shit, you're just a bitch. Honestly, and that's not me trying to be some after school special shit. You really are a bitch. Nobody don't care about that gossipy bullshit. Get to work, man. A real person.
Yeah, whoever put ether behind that did it absolute justice. Perfect beat behind what he was talking about. Rock out.
That was the one right there.
y'all can just build on this family. I'm gonna be in the back, be in the back.
It's on you, Brooke. It's your house. Ladies first, always.
I'm gonna be honest. I think that was the one, and I hate to say it, but that's what I'm talking about when I say my Evo-isms. That's the same energy I'm going off. I'm gonna say what I want, do something. Like it's just like that. That kind of got me charged up, It's like sometimes you just gotta rip the damn Band-Aid off and say what it is. As somebody that got a life, if not talking about nobody or worrying about nobody and making no lives on people, you know what I'm saying? A shout out to whoever that bullet hit. I meant it for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been seeing a lot of nonsense lately, on social media. And it's like, get a life. Anybody with a life ain't worried about what nobody else is doing. Like why are we so into everybody else's business? Do you find something to do with yourself? So I respect what he just said. Cause I feel that. You know what I'm saying? I took that in. To my soul. I'm good. I'm hyped now.
Okay, so
All right.
what can real men talk about as far as the internet though? Like, what can they talk about? Like,
Oh my gosh, what can't we talk about? It endless things going on. And that is what be really tripping me out. Like, bro, I mean, it's a new story about something every day. It's always, as long as there is another 24 hours, there's another 24 hours of brand new shit. Period. We are never short of something to talk about and converse about, all the way down to our damn day. And however much you choose, I ain't saying there, what part you choose to divulge. But honestly, bro, just like real quick though, like on that part, look, this is why I love the shows back in the day. If anybody remembers back in the day, in those late 90s, early 90s, late 80s, mid 80s and stuff, a lot of the shows from sitcoms to cartoons, they always had some kind of message incorporated. Whether it was at the very end and they give you a message, or it was somewhere along the show, the star turn and look to the camera and be like, hey guys, remember, and all of this other shit. And I used to find it to be a little cheesy and corny at first, but then now it's hitting. Back in the day, how that man said, I don't know, I never walked a day in your shoes. I don't know what's going on, what your life is like. We used to have many shows from cartoons to real life shows. You could take the Little Rascals. They was playing football, baseball. Ball goes over the fence. Old guy has a real mean dog, right?
Sandlot.
Sandlot. I'm sorry, Rascal. Yeah. I mixed it up. Forgive me. So Sandlot, right? So thank you for that, Ron. So they watching. So Sandlot. The ball goes over the fence. He got the mean dog. All right. Got the deep voice and everything. But come to find out, he was the most nice man and everything else. And we have a lot of stories of. We would see something like during the show. My point is to land it during the show. The person that you think old man such and such or Billy in the school or whomever it is, you be thinking that they're so like this angry, mean person. But then they show this segment in the show where you get a backstory, you get a little back taste of their life, and then you realize why they're the way they are. We even have villains in superhero shows where you realize why Joker, whoever it is, are so angry because something happened. They used to be a good guy. They used to be with the military. The government fucked them over. Now they're just like anarchy around the whole world type shit. And so I get what he's saying as far as that goes. And that's why I referred back to the shows we used to watch, because they used to show that a lot. You be thinking all throughout the show, such and such is so evil and wrong whole time. No. They got the goddamn remedy. They got the blueprint. They got the remedy, the whole nine. And/or you just got them mistaken. It was something that went on. That's why they come off and appear the way they do. You thought she was a witch. Nah, man. She's a very loving older lady. Right. Who's now a widow, maybe. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. Salute Uncle Ferg. Salute Grizz. Okay, now.
What's up? Hey, Manny Trey.
Uncle Ferg. What up?
I think I'm the only one that call him that.
Nah,
What's
man,
up, Mr. Ferg?
I'm just listening on y'all, man. Chop it up, man. It's always some good, interesting conversation, man. I like stuff that move the needle, man. Make us think a little bit outside the box, get to a better space. So.
Thank you. Ruby, Mac, what y'all feel about it? Then we're gonna go to Trey and Grizz. Hey Grizz, you quiet over there.
Mr. Mac, did you want to go?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay.
I want to hear your thoughts first off the flap.
Man, you know what, you guys? I think of like that word G mentality, right? And then I think of moments where I cared what humans thought and what little it did for me. And I just feel like I'm working on this daily, but as long as God knows what I'm doing, I feel like that's it sometimes, you know what I mean? Maybe a few people that are helping me with whatever we're working on. But I think once we can develop more like that and just enjoy the validation that we can really give ourselves, we're not going to be doing too much extra. You know what I mean? I used to do a lot extra. But now I just want to sit here and marinate and receive the blessings and just transmute that,
Yes, I feel that. I feel that. Who wants to go next? Thank you, Queen.
Grizz, you get in there, Grizz. Go ahead, rock out, Grizz. I don't think Grizz got in there.
No, okay, so Smitty, so to cap off what you said about the villain, so about films, every villain is a hero in their own story. And also too, about the Joker, what's scary about the Joker is the fact that sometimes you don't, because me and my wife even had this conversation. Sometimes the people don't have a reason why they do the things that they do. They just do it just because. They do it just because they can and I want to. And that's the most scariest thing about a person. And I've actually met people who've actually done it. I'm like, nah, I literally quickly distance myself from them type of people. But yeah, like, and like I said, like, you know, with villains, sometimes like there is a meaning to the things that they do. Like, for instance, I was watching X-Men '97 today, and how basically Magneto is basically the embodiment of Malcolm X, and Professor Charles Xavier is Dr. Martin Luther King. Magneto basically, he says, fuck all the talking, I'm just going to show you what I'm about, and you can judge for yourself. I'm doing it for the right reasons. But yeah, I digress. My mic is muted.
Let me go back.
That's interesting.
Uncle Ferg, did you get in there? Did you get in there, Uncle Ferg? Go ahead, rock out, Uncle Ferg.
No, I'm just laughing, man. You know, I didn't quite catch everything, Smitty, but I did want to comment on yours. I heard you say something about most of shows and cartoons had a moral to the story. The one thing looking back that I appreciated when I was watching my favorite Speed Racer, Thundercats, you know, the G.I. Joe. If y'all don't know, the first G.I. Joe was a black man with a full beard, looked like Smitty, and he was a muscle guy. So you gotta go back.
Mr. T, 18. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, keep going.
Smitty, I gotta take you back a little further. It wasn't no Mr. T. It was a black man with a military suit on, with a full braid of hair and a full beard. He was a muscle guy. That's your first G.I. Joe. You got rid of him. But they were showing us little kids how to be strong in that moral to that story. But in the cartoons, it didn't leave you a gray area. The man did man stuff and, you know, and saved the day, and the women, they did their women's stuff and saved the day and helped the people. That's the stories that I used to get out of cartoons. Now, but there was also through Disney, I think it was, where they were basically slapping us in the face, because Disney would show fucking Africans, well, white-faced cartoon people balling, mixing up, you know what I'm saying, a brew to eat the humans that were white, which was crazy to me. Just that whole.
So you're saying because we didn't have no black Disney, like everything like from Snow White, Cinderella, everything was primarily the women. I mean, I said women, white people.
I mean, as far as the Disney heroes, you know, as far as
Disney, yeah, Disney is racist.
But I didn't.
The Beast and Beauty and the Beast, he went from a white guy to brown. I mean, that's kind of my complexion. He was what? That don't count.
Smitty.
Okay.
So, Beauty and the Beast is basically fall in love with a capture.
Smitty is just bullshit.
And then the real Cinderella, back in those times, you would if the shoe didn't fit, they would actually cut your foot off.
What?
I think Grizz been through a lot of.
That sounds like a runaway slave in Africa and shit. Nigga, we gonna make sure you don't.
You've been down a lot of rabbit holes online.
What'd you say, Ron?
Be careful when you go through a lot of rabbit holes online, because you'll think your shoes is trying to kill you. You be like, oh shit, I ain't putting shoes on no more. You're gonna kill me.
Right. Right. And no, but look though, and then so Peter Pan's so when everybody love Peter Pan. Nope. So the real Peter Pan, if you would ever think about want to grow up, if you trying to do something on your own, Peter Pan will like take you to the side, like, "Hey, yo, homie, come here for a minute. Let me holler at you for a minute." And basically, he would shank you, and basically, he would kill you just because you want to grow up.
But wasn't Peter Pan a little? Wasn't he part of the alphabet community?
Oh,
The
why y'all doing Pete like that, man?
I always understood Peter Pan to be a little
He
soft.
did wear stockings.
No,
He was. No,
Just saying.
Nah, he was strong.
And he had bangs with stockings on.
Y'all are
What?
wrong as hell. Y'all
Sound pretty sus to me.
Y'all are not about
Just
to talk
saying.
about Peter
Just
Pan.
saying.
Hey, read the Grimm Tales. Read the Grimm Tales. I'm telling you, these are the Grimm Tales. And like I said, back to Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast is more of like basically I fell in love with my capture.
Wasn't that like a pimp and a hoe type thing? The Beauty and the Beast.
Not really.
Yeah, I heard some stuff.
Nah. Shorty was dealing with a lot of domestic violence. See, the real message in that was it was really about DV.
You
It was
see
really
the
about
problem?
DV.
You see the
What?
problem when you children grow up and become adults and y'all start seeing other shit. Y'all start going back and equating.
Oh yeah.
The seven
Right.
dwarfs was
Yeah. See, he was an alcoholic who used to come home really mad. See, really the story was about an alcoholic, you know what I'm saying, boyfriend used to come home really mad and she would always had to play straight. And he would come home and just be an animal. Rah! And so that's how they got Beauty. And that's really where that came from. The nigga was an alcoholic. What? What I say?
Look, as Smitty is about to take a sip.
Golden
Just saying.
Locks and the Three Bears, the same way she was a thief, a robber, something like America. You know what I'm saying?
That was
And she
about polygamy. Yes,
Black
that's right.
Bears.
That's right. Yes, that's right. That was about polygamy. Yes, that's
Lord
right.
have
That's right.
mercy.
That was the first introduction to multiple partners and something we call monogamy in the marriage. Yes, that was the introduction to polygamy. That was the first polyamorous relationship as kids. That's right.
Goldilocks
What I say?
was a fucking,
What I say?
It was a hoarder. It was what is it called when people go a squatter? Goldilocks was a squatter.
Yeah.
She went into their house.
Goldilocks?
the brown
No.
bird. You went into the brown
That was
bird
the
house.
She left.
She didn't even
No, that was the introduction to lace fronts and wigs and weaves. Listen, you gotta know how to read the signs and
I need to
signals
smoke
in all
what
these
Smitty's
shows.
smoking.
That was to get us to recognize that at one day in time, you ain't seen weave down their back all the way down their butt.
Smitty.
I mean, he got a point.
You telling me they can't throw that weave out that window on the first floor balcony and get your ass up in the house?
That was
Smitty, I'm high right now.
What?
Chill.
Listen,
I'm saying, I can dissect shit. Y'all be looking at stuff on the surface value. Go ahead, bro.
Why Rapunzel was black and then they lock her up because they wasn't used to the black girls with the long hair? Wasn't that like
that was the trick bag.
I have never
Yeah,
heard
exactly.
that. But that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, they tricked y'all.
See,
They started showing him.
I
So I
thought
guess,
it was more
I guess
like
the Power Rangers was LBGT community.
the Power Rangers.
There you go.
Dissect this every
No. They were
Oh,
nature
okay.
activists. They were nature activists, actually.
All the colors are there. All the colors match up. That's all
What
I'm
about
saying.
the Captain Planet? I'm just kidding.
There would be no Captain Planet slander. That was just dope as shit. We're gonna leave that alone. That was just dope as shit during the time. You ain't gonna tell me when them 5 powers combine, your ass ain't get giddy, nigga. Stop playing with me.
Our powers combined.
The theme song, everything. That was the shit. We ain't gonna even play them games. That's
You know
right.
what? I would actually remake that TV show. I would actually remake that show.
I would too.
No.
Captain
They
Planet was a
actually
great
did.
show.
Whatchamacallit? You can look it up. It's actually badass. What's my man name? My man.
Was he black?
Yes, my man who
Okay.
played in Iron Man. He was the other Iron Man. What's his name again?
It's not Richard. No, it's not.
Nah, man, he's real famous. Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle.
Oh,
John
yeah.
He played Captain Planet, and it's dope as shit. You can look it up now.
Wait. What's that? What's
John
that
Cheadle
word you
plays
said
Captain
again,
Planet.
Smitty? What's that word you said again about multiple partners? What is it called?
Polyamorous.
Polyamorous.
What you said is what now?
That was Goldilocks and Three Bears. That was about polyamorous. Yeah. They was
But
just
you
doing
said-
it wrong. There was 3 niggas and there was only 1 chick.
I thought
So,
it was
you
what?
know.
Oh wait, no.
There's
I thought it
some
was
bears,
Papa
though.
Bear.
He wrong there.
Then they tried to reintroduce it with Snow White.
Snow White was a Snow White
Y'all
was
are
a 304.
Actually, know what?
Wow.
Snow White.
You
was
don't
actually-
realize
that's
the
about like
original
children.
title was called Ho White.
See?
They put the S in front of it
Why y'all doing
because
that?
it was, they didn't, made it for kids. But the original story
See?
No, it
was of this chick. Now, you remember when Erykah Badu came out with Bag Lady?
Yeah.
That's from the original story of Ho White. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
No,
Y'all need to know y'all history. Y'all need to know y'all. I don't know what they taught y'all in school, but I was apparently the best public school PG County has to offer. Thank you, Adelpha.
304. That's wild as hell.
Because Cinderella was a slave. You remember Cinderella was a slave? Yeah, so it's a couple of these stories that they ain't
But Cinderella was a slave.
No.
She served it. She wasn't a slave. She was a
definitely-
definitely.
a white man. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna free her. But
She
then,
wasn't a slave. She was a surrogate mother.
Cinderella was a stepmom, man. I mean, a stepdaughter, a stepchild.
She was a slave.
Exactly.
though.
Who
You know,
became a
everybody-
surrogate mother? That was the original story.
Very good mother.
You know, I mean, now that our eyes is open, you know, back then they were fairy tales. I still got the books and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That I'll probably never give away. But it's like when you look at it now, it's like, yo, they was really like bamboozling us. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just ran amok. They tricked us.
So let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. What is really the difference? Okay, because
Drunk.
I'm just
Something.
curious. Because if we really think about it, this is a real question for the panel. We're gonna go somewhere with it. Brooke, we'll start with you. Go down the line. Why is it that once upon a time we were able to look at the art, right, and still live life? Why is it that now? What is the difference? Why is it so predominant that people are more trying to live out their favorite TV show actor or actress, movie star, singing rap artist, or what have you? Back in the day, I could watch Ninja Turtles and not try to actually go to school dressed as one.
Right.
Why are people now, like even our youth, like I could play, we had games, we had Mortal Kombat and stuff. I never tried to take nobody's heart out their chest. I never tried to do a split and punch a nigga in the balls. I'm just saying.
Did
So
you see
how is it
did you
that
see
now the
role-
kids are trying to be CJ from Grand Theft Auto? Why are there so many people trying to reenact what it is that we know is strictly only entertainment? How has the entertainment become our life?
Because we allow our children to do that shit every day.
I was allowed to do a lot of shit. I was doing backflips off of mattresses. Out
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
though.
me too. That's different.
It-
We were stealing people.
Everything is different from back then. Back then,
You-
stuff was wholesome, and
Believe-
you had parents
We
that was-
had all the imagination in the world. Matter of fact, we had to rely on imagination. We didn't have all the graphics. How we see the stuff that they refurbished and brought back out. We look at like, damn, that's how we always knew it could look. But we were still able to maintain grounded in reality. Why are these people not able to maintain reality and stay grounded within it? Why do they let what is fantasy take them away?
Because
Sweet.
mommy and daddy is your friend now, not your parents.
But it's all programming.
Mommy
Remember,
and daddy is in the club with you partying. Like they don't want it. They want to be glamours. You get what I'm saying? And your sis and all this stuff. They don't want to be parents. I wish people would stop having kids that they don't want to raise. They still want to live their life. You get what I'm saying? It's full of
Facts.
selfishness. Everybody is selfish, and they bring these creatures into the world. You get what I'm saying? And tell them, all right, here you can sit here, and this book gonna teach you, or this TV show gonna teach you. Then they go outside and they messed up. You get what I'm saying? Like it was designed for them to be messed up. You get what I'm saying?
but also
They go outside besides leaving to go to school and doctor's appointments. I didn't know this. I didn't know this.
My reality is gone. I sleep with 50 Cent every night in my dream. That don't mean when I get up, that's my man.
How did we get here? How did we?
But
Where did we just
Smitty,
turn?
Yeah,
listen,
The GPS did not say make a right at the next light.
my damn
just,
dream. You know,
just,
so I love
just
going
if I'm going off the age of most of us here, okay, I don't know how old y'all are, but I would think that y'all remember this.
45.
Most of our time as a kid after 12 noon was outside. Your ass
Right.
ran around. You
What
ran
you
the
talking
soul
about?
out your name.
We used to be said that we were told that we smell like outside.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard a parent tell their kids you smell like
They
outside?
don't smell like outside no more. They smell like
Come on now.
armpit funk and bad feet.
Yeah.
Out,
You don't go
when you
outside.
play outside, and this is what I think young folk are missing today, because when you outside and you amongst your peers,
Salute to that, sis. Salute to that. Salute.
what you do is you create a sense of hierarchy, in a sense, and your friends that you ran with, they will protect you from some shit.
Yeah.
If it ain't one, it was all for one and one for all. But even that all for one, we wasn't gonna be for your ass if you was out there on some bullshit. We got no, man, come on, man, let's go. We wasn't cheering you on to do that shit, and we fought when people wanted to fight us. If you was one like the dog dudes, they talk a lot of smack, blah 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 blah. You had to show all that shit when you was in my game. When I love my little crew. Oh, you talking shit about here? Well, y'all gonna have to fight it out then, because you've been talking all day about it.
Yeah.
And then they'll fight, knuckle up. Then next day we can come back to the basketball court. We can break bread, play ball, be best friends for life. But that dynamic has changed because now TV is 24/7. Remember the damn song used to come on?
Oh yeah, nah. We was only able to watch our cartoons when they came on. We had a lineup.
Saturday.
We had a specific time
Saturday.
Simpsons was
We watched
on,
this shit on
and then it was
Saturday.
MASH and the
Saturday.
news. The niggas just wanted to go to bed.
Saturday between 8 and noon. After
Yeah,
that shit,
that's it.
get the hell out.
It was grown fucking TV after that.
Get the hell outside. Get the hell outside. If you ain't gonna be in here cleaning up, get the hell out. So by the time most
Oh no, we had to clean up on Buford. You had to stay in the house. Oh
But what
no,
I'm saying is, your ass
everybody had a
cleaned up
chore,
before
and that
you
music
went
was up. The radio was
outside.
playing.
Did you clean up before you went outside?
Hell no, you weren't allowed to. You weren't allowed to.
Exactly. Mama didn't do all the cleaning when everybody was of age. If it was 6 motherfuckers, everybody can pick up shit. All 6 of y'all working. Now,
Yep, everybody got a duty.
you see the mama pushing around 3 fucking carts, the kids over at twirling their hair on their fucking phone.
Yeah.
Nah, dead.
Get your ass to work. But see, that's the
But hold
dynamic.
on.
So
But hold on, Uncle Ferg. So let me ask you this, and everybody else chime in too. Uncle Ferg, so let me ask you this. When it comes to, the lackadaisiness of the youth and everything else, and let's say even honestly, adults as well, okay? Would you blame that more so on the fact that we have been spoiled with technology itself? Or would you more so attribute that to the breakup of families and the lack of structure? No more, hey, your friends gotta go, it's dinner time. Yeah, people used to do that. Your friends had to leave because y'all had to eat dinner now for an hour or so and sit at the table and all these other things. So would you blame it more so on the breakup and parents not maintaining what we know is to be tradition in homes? Or would you blame the spoils of technology and it just ate us all up?
as far as the technology, I would say to a younger generation, it has spoiled them. Because those of us who was around when there was no technology, when video games was the first technology, but it was at the game room, and everybody didn't have Atari, so you had to go to the game room. That we grew up in technology, so we understand the older part and the younger part in a sense. Now kids are growing up with the technology. They don't have to go do no research like you had to when you had to go fucking find the book, find the encyclopedia, read 3 or 4, 5 or 6 sources. See, they don't have to do that. They can just Google, use their finger, and they don't get to socialize. I think that's when, even without the family, because mothers raised strong ass children back in the 70s and 80s. You know, some kids got caught up But for the most part, we were graduating out of high school at 80%. And 90%, another 18% was getting a GED. So you got the 98%. 50% was getting a bachelor's, 40% was getting a master's, 30% was getting a PhD out of those groups. But what they do, they saw that. That's why I'm Generation X. They saw it. They gave us the vocational schools. They gave us the home ec classes in middle school and learn how to sew a button on your shirt and make some fucking sugar cookies and fry eggs. They showed all that to you. They gave that shit. Even if you didn't get it at home, you got it at school.
Yeah, we had home ec even in schools, and they took home ec out of the schools, and we learned how to cook. We made lasagna dishes and all of that, baked cookies and bread. Yeah. We learned that, and how to sew. I learned how to sew in home ec in middle school.
But look at the vision it gave you at such a young age. When people came out of high school with vocational training, them fuckers was going on to try to be entrepreneurs. A lot of them started retiring at 45 and 50 years old. Because of that, they saw that dynamic. And now, even without the family there, it was in play because mother played her role as a mother. When was the last time, Smitty, and this is for anybody, I'm gonna shut up. When's the last time you saw your mama's titties and ass walking around her kitchen? When the last time you saw that shit? You 12 years old, you ain't saw your mama's ass out. You didn't even know your mama had breasts until your ass was grown. Like, damn, my mama got breasts. But now you see it, kids don't have to, it's not like a secret, it's out exposed, so kids are getting too much toxic information too soon. It's all a learned behavior. It's all learned over the last 35 years. This is learned behavior. Come on, man, you took pride in being able to read and write your name in cursive.
Yeah.
You know, motherfuckers done a signature, they be like, what's that? I ain't got no signature. You a musician, I ain't no fucking musician. Nigga, I make music. That shit is ass backwards. If you ask me. Maybe I'm wrong.
I agree. I definitely agree. Like, because nobody
real quick. So, what was you saying, Brooke? I'm sorry, love. Go ahead.
I think that the difference between the parents now is, and I had said it before, like they want to be friends. Like nobody wants to age anymore. Everybody wants to stay young forever, and it don't work like that. You get what I'm saying? Like that's the problem. You get what I'm saying? And I see it all the time. You know, it's like, yeah, I got kids, but F them kids. And then, you know, I'm going to this party and that party. My mother babysitting and all types of stuff. It's like, it's weird. Like, I don't ever remember my mother taking us nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Me or my brother. So she was in the house. Like, I don't ever remember that. You get what I'm saying? And this new age parent or so, it's crazy. It's like, I don't know if they're using these kids for checks or what's going on. Or you know, the income tax, it's crazy.
Checks.
Like $7K a child. Now, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's a lot of money you keep, because you know, in our hood we call them breeders. That's the chicks that get all the food stamps for the kids. You got what I'm saying? She take her food stamps, go into the Jewish neighborhood. Yes, I'm telling the tricks. She go into the Jewish neighborhood and cash them checks so she can get a
she said, yes, I'm telling the church.
Yeah, like $900 in food stamps. She go to the Jewish neighborhood and she go ahead and cash that in. She can get that money. You know what I'm saying? She can get that outfit for the club. You know what I'm saying? And leave them kids with the daddy. If the daddy is there, and it's kind of better if the daddy's not there, because then they get more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just say it for what it is, because I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Then you got grandma, or what we call glamour, that's taking care of the child. And grandma, I'm gonna be honest, she waiting until you come back. So she got grandpa, which is the next dude in line. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the house with the kids. You don't know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Grandma don't care because you outside and she not. So she got to get kicked somewhere. Tell me if I'm lying with this. I know all these chicks. Like,
I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell y'all young folks, when y'all want to have babies, y'all better check with y'all Generation X parent first. Because we ain't trying to be no fucking grandkids. Be no grandparents. We on the move. We ain't like our parents. We on the move. We out here too. So you better check in first. And if you want me to babysit, goddammit, it's $40 an hour. I will babysit.
Uncle Bird said, shit, I'm that old head with the Corvette. I'm on the beach.
I'll babysit the hell out of your kid. Your
Hey,
kid
man,
gonna get
that-
all the sugar products they can eat. So when they go home, they're gonna terrorize your ass. They come over, and plus I do spank. I do know the state laws. I will get your kid if they touch some shit I told them not to.
Some kids
So-
need that.
You know, but look, this is my thing, right? So I love it, and I love us. I love our chat, and I love addressing certain things that we have going on. So we're gonna start here. Salute, sis. All right, so if anything, we adapt with technology. Do we really adapt with
Shut up, Kai.
technology? Do we adapt with technology, or has technology adapted to our brains and our way of functioning? Just a question. All right. And because you can track a cell phone and find them on that think they slick. I know you just playing around, but I would just say that is something I also find creepy with technology, because it's the reason why folks like myself, I'm really weary about, a whole lot of this, like, I guess you can say, like, doing everything online, right? Doing everything online. I'm weary about those things simply because people can track you, people can see you, people can, people you at. I had to tell my ex one time, I'm like, yo, you signing on your phone with your fingerprint? What's wrong with you? But I'm gonna leave that alone. So I don't know. I mean, the whole tracking people, yeah, but guess what? As much as you tracking somebody, somebody's tracking you, my dear. Remember that. Okay? So let's just
I'll give y'all
it ain't just one fish chase another. You got a small fish, you got a fish chasing that one, a bigger fish chasing that one, and we know how that line goes. And hold on. Let me just real quick, all right? And technology is on your side. Really? I do get it. Technology is on our side. As somebody with the accident that I had, I am so thankful for technology. When it comes to the people, the wonderful people I met up here and everything else and the relationships I've been able to build, I am so thankful for technology.
Word.
But is technology really on our side, or is technology putting us beside ourselves?
It controls.
We're going to let that sit. But go ahead and rock out. Brooke first, and then you, Brother Mac. Brooke first.
Well, technology is to keep us in line. Hence the AI that's about to come out. That's going to keep us further in line.
You can't keep yourself in line? I can keep myself in line. I know how to do it. I do it every day. I check me every day.
But
I don't need
is
no
it in
technology
line with
to
the
keep me in line.
government that governs what you do? That's the thing. Think about it. Look at I give you one. I was going to give y'all something else that a soldier gave me, but I ain't going to do that because I'd scare the hell out of you. But you know what I'm saying? Look at your social media in general. You say the wrong thing on one of these platforms because that's what you just want to say. And see if you can find your page. You know what I'm saying? You can find your followers. They will mute you quick. You get what I'm saying? We are governed. Technology keeps us in line, in place. They have done everything but gave us the mark of the beast, and trust that is coming soon. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's already here.
If it wasn't in them cute little bullets that they put in you in the pandemic, I'm gonna just say that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say, because you can't even say.
I'm gonna say this.
Can't even say
about
the word
technology,
over.
right?
You know that, right? Crazy.
Technology, right, is beneficial, and it's also detrimental based on how the person who has the control over that technology uses it. Now, when you say the mark of the beast, guess what? They got Neuralink out. Neuralink has been implanted into a human's brain now,
Right.
which is a microchip inside of a person's head. But let's go back. What kind of phone do you got?
Well, yeah, this definitely is one. I was about to say that. I had it in my hand. I was gonna say that.
What kind of
You
phone
can't
you
live
got?
without
I
that.
guarantee.
I'm an
guess what?
Android man. I'm on that S22.
Guess
I'm
what,
an
though?
Android man. I don't like iPhones. Fuck
Guess
iPhones.
what? But guess what? It don't matter if you got Android or iPhone. Guess what? you still won't leave out that motherfucking house without that phone.
Yeah. And Samsung is definitely a tracker. That's how I was going to tell y'all. Any Samsung TV y'all have in your house, notice that when you turn the Samsung TV off, it's still on. Did y'all notice that?
It's almost every TV. However, look, check this out.
If that red
real quick. Let me just address this real quick. Let me address this real quick, and then you go ahead and rock out. Social media is a tracker. Social media is only a tracker for what you put on there to be tracked. If you know how to not put every goddamn thing out there and shit you ain't got no monkey ass business doing, then it ain't nothing to track.
Yes, it is.
You can track me eating dinner with my family and taking my daughter to the park and having a lunch with my lady, and yeah, you can track that all the fuck you want. It's only a tracker for what it is that you allow to be tracked. You want to put all your business out there, then you damn right. And I tell people that all the time. You need to stop posting all your personal business. And then talking about who's this and why y'all talking about me. You can't put it out there and say that shit. So I'm just going to say I'm with you on that. But we got to recognize, you know,
Schmitty, where your phone
at?
Y'all right.
Schmitty. Y'all right.
Go ahead,
I'm going to tell you why. If I get mad at you on social media, let's say Instagram, and I dox you, you know I can find your location at 24/7 because it goes by your IP address.
It's called white pages. Listen, all you need is a nigga's name and or a cell phone number. Like, it's little shit.
Nah,
look, they got apps for you to like. That shit's creepy. I don't fuck with it. I don't have no time for that.
For all social media, you would have to.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, they got some wild shit out here, dog.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
What you saying, Ron?
Where's your phone at right now, Schmitty?
I'm on it. This is what I'm on the live with, fool.
Exactly.
This is what I'm running the panel with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let me give y'all the reason why I asked you that, and you know what I mean, is because our phone, if we leave our phone at home, it's equivalent to leaving almost a limb at home.
Yeah.
If you leave out the house and you driving and you like, damn, I left my damn right arm at the crib. Fuck. You turn right back around and go get it. Same way with our phones.
If you ever plan on committing a crime, you better leave that phone at home. I'm just going to say it. When I tell you I watch all the murder shows, you better leave the phones in the house. Leave these Apple watches and Samsung watches. Leave anything that's going to link up off these towers. You get what I'm saying? If you have a smart car. Now, y'all know what a smart car is, right? That links too. So, you better do it on foot, player. That's all I'm gonna say. You better do whatever you're gonna do on foot.
I'm telling you, because if you don't,
the towers is something. The towers is crazy. Like every murder show, every show I watch, they always get caught by the phone, by the car. It's crazy. You got
facts. One of the detectives slipped in some ski. Yeah, all of that. Don't mind me. I was remembering what Dave Chappelle said. Don't mind me.
But you can't get away from it. So just live your life. That's why I said just live your damn life.
I mean, but look at it like this. This right here is a wristwatch, right? This watch is meant for us to be able to tell time without having to use the sun and the dial system outside, right? Mm-hmm. So it's easy for us to know what time it is without us having to do all of that extra manual work. Yeah. So, you know, when it comes to like our phones and GPS, you know, we don't have to necessarily know exactly where we're going anymore. We could just
that is a good thing. You remember them days when you had to roll that window down and be like, hey, hold on, give me the minute. You know where such and such street at?
Yeah, it's right there. You go past right there. You keep going straight. You go past the McDonald's, and if you see,
you always got that nigga give you some wild ass directions. Oh my gosh! Make a left of the blue trash can. When you make a left of the blue trash can, you gonna see that nigga Earl. Earl gonna be on the corner. He might try to sell you some weed. Don't worry about that. Keep on going past Earl, then you gonna get right there with the carryout at. When you get to the carryout, you're gonna see the nail salon. When you see the nail salon, then you're gonna make that right. You make that right. And then you see some houses back there. And behind them houses, you're going to see some apartments. Now, if the niggas try to shoot at you, don't worry about that. Just make sure you duck, nigga. Just duck.
Guess what, though?
Look at this. This is interesting. I like what they just said. She right about that. I forgot about it. The camera's going to get you either way. So you might just be on some, you know what I'm saying? Say the word, I love all the children type stuff.
That CCTV.
That's true.
So, you know,
I mean, but see,
I don't
that's
think
because
technology
people
is
don't
bad.
realize we don't do what we used to do. You can't get away with crimes how you used to. Yo, technology is a BI, bro. Listen, there's a receipt and a cookie trail for every damn thing you do.
Yeah.
That's why I'll be understanding why some of these like young rappers and stuff, it baffles me how they like one by one just keep lining up to get locked up and or killed. Deleted. Because it's like, yo, how do you not see from rapper after rapper before you? Do you know that you can go on YouTube right now and you can type in 200 rappers deleted and you can just type in like the year be like 2020, 2021, 19. First of all, I didn't even know it was that many of you niggas in the industry. I only listened to about 8 or 5 of y'all. And they're old.
8 or 5.
I didn't even know it was that many niggas. I didn't even know it was 200 fucking rappers.
Oh shit.
I didn't know.
How the hell is 200 of you niggas? And all y'all off, nobody learned from the person before them. Nobody said, you know what? I think I'm gonna start, stop dissing the deleted. I think I'm gonna stop talking all of this mess and doing this and that. I think I'm gonna stop going out with all this jewelry on, knowing that my position and what I talk about because of the life I live. It's not like you're a jeweler. It's not like you're somebody, who's a little more low key or whatever. The position and lifestyle you live, you're a target. And these industries make these young niggas put this shit on to make them targets.
Yes.
No, they don't, Smitty. They
they do, and I'm ready to go there.
They don't do that. What they do is they allow these young niggas. Think about it. Remember when you was a young nigga?
Everything.
You remember when you was a young nigga? Just
I was
imagine
never concerned to bless. I'm gonna be real with you, dog. I was always, I'm not too far off what I am now. I've always been real kind of down to earth. I just like to be clean and fresh. I never been concerned about jewelry. Never been a jewelry wearer.
But you did say that when you was you did some wild things in your life, right?
Oh, most definitely.
Now just imagine this though. Imagine this: if they gave you millions of dollars to do that, it'd have fucked your head up back then, and you would think you were doing everything right.
I don't know, bro, because me and my brother been talking about this. Nah, me and my brother, we did music, dog. Nah, Rob. Ron, listen, bro.
Do you know the scariest thing everybody doing right now?
What?
They're driving demons and Hellcats.
Yep, exactly. Even thank you, bro. The names that they say, the names that demon time, my nigga, all of that. Yeah. Like niggas like flirting and playing with shit that we are not supposed to be playing with.
Yeah, you're right about that. Demon time is
like real talk. Like that shit baffles me. And it's like you don't learn.
It's not that they're not learning, it's that like when I was 16 years old, I used to think I knew everything too.
Bro, I ain't never played with no devil shit.
Now 20 years later, I'm 36. Now I'm like, man, I don't know nothing.
The older you get, that's right. We learn that we know nothing. Only God knows everything. And that is and that is when a man is coming. That's when you're really coming into true wisdom. When you actually come to that conclusion, all the shit that I've learned, I don't know nothing. That's a man truly stepping into wisdom.
If you remember our grandparents, right? Our grandparents used to be like, they don't want to get, my grandparents, touchscreen phones was coming out. You know what I mean? Right before my grandmother passed, the last of my grandparents. And she was like, I'm not getting no touchscreen phone. That's the devil. She talked so bad about touchscreen phone. My daddy still got a big pager right now. But he got a touchscreen phone though. But it took him a minute because he see how ease of access it is. How you were able to go ahead and just do certain things a little bit faster than it was when you was able to use that phone, especially like texting and stuff like that. He can hit a button and he can talk his texts out. Technology is not bad. It's just depending on the person that uses it.
Yeah. Either way, you have to.
Technology not bad. It's just bad for humans, in my opinion.
We're the creator of technology.
And we're also the creator of atom bombs, bullets. I don't know. Diseases like AIDS and shit. I don't know. Do we want to go down a list that we're also the creator of that has been absolutely detrimental to humanity?
So, do you believe the Noah story when he was supposed to actually delete his grandchildren that were born that can produce more children?
My whole thing with anything that is of biblical historic information, I believe the stories. I just don't believe everybody who talks about it, because everybody's not qualified to talk about it. Everybody don't know what they're talking about. Everybody is not interpreting these stories and these messages, very important messages, the proper and correct way. So I'm very careful about who I personally allow to teach me and guide me and give me information when it comes to the word.
Right. So, with that being said, I personally, I'm a connoisseur when it comes to that Bible, that book, and I just know the Noah story. I had to go back and look at it again because he was supposed to let the world be cleansed of humans. You know what I mean? And so the world can flourish. But he was unable to do it at the last minute. After everybody done passed, after the flood and everything, his daughter was having twin girls. If it was a boy, that would have replaced the other Jebediah. That would have replaced him as being the last man on earth. But since it was two girls born, twin girls, he couldn't delete them because all he did was feel love for his grandchildren. And if, according to the Bible, if he didn't do that, the world wouldn't be the way it is now.
I personally believe, look, this is my whole thing, and I'm gonna just say that I'm not going to get too deep all into the whole religious, but my whole thing is this. I personally believe that every story that we know, from a Joseph, a Daniel, a Noah, a Job, a Abraham, a David, a Solomon, Samson, Delilah, you name it, Saul, I don't care who, James, everything from that, and even things outside of that, everything that has taken place is a contributing factor to what it is that we know society and humanity to be. So if we just stick with the biblical sense of it, I'm just one of them people, I personally, bruh, if you really are reading it, if you truly are diving into it, you recognize how everything's connected. And people try to make too much emphasis on one particular this person or that person. The fact is, even the people that you speak so highly of refer back in their own words written down to those who came before them.
Mm-hmm.
It's continuously happened all throughout it. So people can ignore that if they want to, real quick, because I'm going to land it. They can ignore that if they want to. But the fact is, all of these figures are named because you have to take note. There are so many more. Do you think that during those times, those were the only people and then just whoever the group of people was around them? No, there were millions amongst millions of people, just like it is now, if not hundreds of thousands, whatever. There were so many people on planet Earth. The reason why we know about those individuals in particular is because of the significance, and every last one of them brought that. Even in their trials and tribulations and the flaws and the stories in which we hear, such and such was a drunk, such and such committed adultery, such and such, is still a message behind it. Every story is important and significant. And if you're really, truly about that word, then you recognize the fullness and the wholeness of it, not just the bits and pieces and parts you want to pick and pluck at. Not just what feels good or relates or what you feel like is the parts you like of the movie the best. There was something that led up to that action scene that you love so much. There was a whole dialogue and a whole storyline before we got to that action scene when they fighting flying off the roof. And all of it is important to make the movie and the story and whatever it is that's being said all come together. And a lot of people don't know how to do that because they're too busy on what they like and what they don't. Ew, that's yucky. I'll take this. I'll keep that. I'll put that back. Nah, you keep that. That's not how that shit works. Because at the very end of it, to land it, it says, do not, I, John, attest, do not take anything out of this book and do not add anything to this book. That means you have to take it for what it is. Even the parts you don't like. Get your feelings out of it. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Schmitty think he's slick with his I
I'm
digress my
sorry.
mic and shit.
Let me back up. Anybody else got anything to add? Or that was good. We covered a lot in that one.
No, y'all did. Y'all was definitely cooking up in the building. You know what? I just wanted to say a couple of things about the whole subject matter. I think we're really cute as humans to think that we really got a grasp on technology because I don't think we even have scratched the surface as to what's the extent of what technology can do. I think our ancestors knew more of that. I think when we can, and based off of, because there was so much going on and I was so intrigued by these conversations, right? So I'm just going to tackle bits and pieces, right? What's up, Stan? So as far as like, what's more alarming to me than just kids being on the devices and shit are the individuals in Congo that are risking their lives to get the minerals to make our cell phones. So until we can have conversations like that with regards to how technology affects us, we're really cute with everything. And I think everything's principle based. Mr. Smitty mentioned how in the good old days we used to do certain things. Mr. Trey, mentioned certain things. Yeah, but that's like our fault. So who stopped doing it? Somebody in the chat had said that we're just kids raising or babies raising babies. Yeah, because everything's all trauma based. That's why motherfuckers be on the phone all the time, or whatever they're doing and escaping, right? I don't mean to make light of it. And then when we talk about the youth of today, okay, so today I was on the bus and I'm just observing these young kings and queens, and I'm just like, I feel, of course I can't go and hug them. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I wanted to do was hug them. I don't give a shit if you smell like onions, and I don't care if you're over here cussing because you're not in front of your mama right now. You don't even know your fucking worth, and that's our fault. So rather than sit here and just blame them and to say, and really honestly, I'm about to be a grandmother. That's pretty dope and terrifying. And it's only terrifying because I feel like there's so much work that I have to do. So if I want my lineage to mean something, then it starts with me. So I need to get on my shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying this is a time for self-reflection. And if we, and rather than asking why shit is the way it is, rather than griping about why shit is the way it is, we maybe need to ask why shit is the way it is. And if we're really paying attention.
Deep.
All right.
What you think about that, Stan?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Congratulations, Ruby. Congratulations, Queen.
Yeah, congrats. Like, what?
It's just a Tuesday afternoon, my loves. That's all it is. Or whatever the fuck today, Wednesday. It's a Wednesday afternoon.
I would have never guessed that you would have been a grandmother.
Yeah.
My son is having he's having a baby. Let's talking about babies having babies. You know what I'm saying? But something's got to change somewhere.
Hey, you know what my philosophy is with that? I think that grandparents should raise the babies.
I agree.
You know why I say that, family?
The village.
The reason why he's like, no, he's like, heck
Me
no.
too.
I'm a granddaddy.
To help.
He's like, I'm a granddaddy. No, I'm not raising nobody baby. Look at Trey. No, but seriously though, like this, just imagine how much game you can give to your grandchild. You know what I mean? About life is in its entirety. in the simplest way that you can give the game to. Because the parents are still growing. Like, I'm a parent. I'm still growing mentally. So I'm still learning. You know, it's a lot of things that I might have missed when it comes to being with, because I still have to go to my mentors, and I still have to go to my elders to learn, you know, to gain a lot of wisdom from the things that they experienced already. I've only been on this planet for just 36 years. So I want to figure out what this person that's 75 knows. Like, they should be raising the children because they done seen it all. They done seen it all, from the technology change, from when the internet was in the internet to now, to kids going outside riding their bikes and everything. Like, they seen it all. And they can give a child, a modern day child, a lot of the game that they need in order to strive for excellence in the future, I believe.
No, man.
I want to give you an example of that game that a grandfather would teach their grandson. Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Stanley Joseph, aka the Black Samson. Check out these locks. You don't have to cut them to hold me, ladies. And that's the game.
Great marketing. Get it, Stan.
And that's the game my grandfather be teaching me. So no. But I will say this, in this day and age, I was talking to my brother about this. It's amazing that kids nowadays are growing up with their great-grandparents. And to me, that's amazing.
Yes.
Because that was never normal before. Like, you never saw, and these great-grandparents are active. And they seen generations. And I'm like, wow, that's very profound. To see great-grandparents and grandparents and your parents and then your great aunties and your uncles, and you're growing up with all this. To me, that's more amazing than anything in the world. So congratulations, Ruby.
Thank you, family. Thank you.
So you're not a grandma, you're a grandma.
I'm a fly-ass grandma. What you talking about?
No, you're a grandma. You're too young. You're a grandma.
Nah, I don't need that glam. I don't need
You
the
already got it. You gonna go drop off your granddaughter, and people gonna say something. You like, you know what? I'll take your husband and your son and your grandson. So
now our lawyers will just reach out. You know what I'm saying? We're too cute for all that.
Hey, let me ask this question, right?
Oh,
So
Smitty,
Stan,
hold on, Smitty.
What's up?
So look, guys, when Smitty
What?
says that salute and he's about to go, like Dora the Explorer, you have to say, Smitty, stop smitting. Smitty, stop.
Smitty done got his DoorDash sent in. He over there
You gotta catch
eating.
Smitty. You gotta catch
No, I
him.
just
So
get
he said
food
my
sent to
mic
me.
is muted. You
Listen.
Like, don't go.
I want to ask this question because Stan, you actually brought up a good point. Okay, so we have talked about how, these grandmas are too young. But you know one thing I noticed, like most things throughout our community, we never get rules of engagement, actual definitions, and criteria and qualification down packed. So Stan, I want to start with you and whoever else. Matter of fact, Stan, then Brooke, because it's your show, baby.
I can't say
Stan,
too
I
long.
want to ask.
I want to answer the question. I can't say too long, but before I go evolutionary era, I just want to say congratulations on the therapy. I have seen you change over the months. I have seen you grown. Before,
That's
girl,
right,
you used
Queen.
to have
Get
you used to have your brass knuckles and knife ready to go from Brooklyn. You've grown a lot since then.
Thank you, Stan.
Okay,
Thank you,
I just want you to know that. Smitty, take
Now she got a brass cucumber. Now, Stan, I want to ask you this. Look, right.
Lord.
Y'all know I love my
Go
cucumber.
ahead. What I say?
Okay.
What I say? So look, right, Stan. What is too old? I mean, no. What is okay? So that criteria as far as young grandmas. What is the age that should be considered? Like what is the age where it's like, okay, if we hear you're a grandma at that age, acceptable, no questions asked. And what is the age that is considered to be too young to be grandma?
That's a hard one because I grew up in the South, right?
That's what she said.
And it's not, here's something what people fail to realize, just because you're having coitus, where 1 and 1 might equals 3 or 4 or 5, right? I don't know if I can say that S word that ends with an X on YouTube. Can I?
Relation.
Yeah.
Oh, I can? Okay. Just because you're having sex doesn't guarantee that you're going to have a kid. That's something we learned growing up in the South, right? Also, it's not if you, and also like sometimes that child is supposed to be here and then that's it, and whatever reasons, right? I think what's happening, what we don't realize is that before, people couldn't have children and people would take your kids based on that you were poor. And that's something like people don't understand. Like, we know we complain, we put pressure on people to not have children so early and not to get married and not to start a family. But the reality is a lot of people done it that way and they gotten older and they couldn't have kids. And they used to take other people's kids. If you look at, I mean, CPS is like, seriously, like CPS is like really new. Before, CPS didn't care about the family. CPS will take you away from your parents. Your parents couldn't afford you. And then somebody else will come in and become your new parents, and you have some new names. If you look at this show called Unsolved Mysteries, man, there's a part of American history that's so dark that we don't even talk about it. It was, you know, we're talking about like we ain't talking about slavery or nothing crazy. We're talking about this was ongoing from the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, even the 70s. Your kids were taken away from you because you couldn't afford your children. And that was it. And so like people who have done it quote unquote the right way and waited, guess what? They couldn't have children. And sometimes it's something that we all have to weigh in. Like, yo, if you want to be a parent, you really got to start in your 20s and start your family now. I'll say this, you can't have it all. And that's what we're realizing, you can't have it all. You gotta pick and choose your destiny because you can't have it all. It's not realistic. What's up, Unc?
What's up,
I'm gonna
brother?
fight you.
Go ahead, Uncle Ferg. If you got something, go ahead, Uncle Ferg.
Yeah. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. No. Appreciate you, brother. It's always good. I'm glad to see you got that natural going. I'm gonna say something to what Ron Mack said. Brother, look. Ain't no damn 65-year-old grandparent trying to babysit no dumb ass badass kids, first of all. It's their time to retire. It's called retire. Now, the dynamic part is this. If we really want to see some change in men, especially young men, and I've been saying this for a while, mothers, when your son turned 12 and his balls separate from his body, give him to the father or righteous brother. Just say, man, he gonna stay with you, man. If you can drop him off in school, great. Other than that, man, he gonna be over here every weekend, man, holiday, whatever. Because he needs a man to show him how to be a man. To get back control of his emotions. To learn how to fucking clean himself as a man. He has to have that. A man is going to put him in some direction. Clean this up. Get this. You don't know how to do it? Let me show you. I'm gonna give you one instruction, then you do that shit. It's going to help him in the long run. He's not going to be laying on your couch at 35 and you talk about my son, and then you meet a guy and they can talk about your son. Yeah, how is he? 35. That's a fucking grown man. That ain't your son. It'll make your life so much easier, ladies, if you give your son. I know it's a money bag for you. Some of y'all, that's why y'all have them 5, 6, 7, 8 years apart. 18 times 3. Do the math. You can retire yourself from that shit. Get a son to the father, because once his balls separate from his body, he no longer needs titty milk. He needs a man. He needs to smell man balls.
Uncle Ferg, Uncle. Okay, wait, Uncle Ferg. Okay, one, I don't want to smell another man's balls.
But it's your son.
Yum my ass. You stop it. Now, hold on. Uncle Ferg.
He watches a man.
What does that mean? Hold on, Uncle Ferg. What does that mean when your balls separate from your body? Because I still got both mine.
It means you come into the age of maturity as a young man.
Gotcha. Okay, rock out.
Your pre-puberty days, when we start having those wet dreams, because now we know what women are like. we can visualize it in our dream, everything, how to deal with a woman. But if it's not channeled the right way, we get what we get out here. Children having sexual deviant children. There's nothing wrong with having children young, because mothers always had children young. But a mother, once she had that child, she understood she had to give up certain things. Didn't mean she didn't have fun. She had fun. But she had fun with single moms clubs, not the fucking single, we go strip on the stripper club. Then you leave your child to the demise of whoever. That's why I say this, the women could listen. Women's lives could be so much better if they get their son. You take him for the first 10, 11, let the baby daddy get him after that. Make a deal with him. Go talk to him and say, look, we can work this out. We can work it out. It will make your lives so much better. But here's the thing. If you have a daughter, you have to do everything you can to teach her to be better than you. We're supposed to raise our children to be better than us. We don't compare ourselves to our children. If you compare yourself to your child, I don't give a fuck if you got a girl or boy, you'll fail. You're a fucked up ass parent. You fail. You're neglecting your child. You're supposed to teach them to be better than you. Show them the shit you used to do and be like, this ain't the shit you need to do. Don't let a kid see all your fuck. Listen, kids can't see your ass and titties and your booty for men when you sagging and shit all day life. That shit generational poverty thinking. It's not that you poor, you thinking poor. Hell, most of us in my age grew up out of the projects. Fuck. We was able to buy houses, cars, and shit, whether you was married or single. I mean, I don't see how we got to such a place where everything has to be mine. Fuck them kids. I got 3 kids. Fuck them kids. No, the kids are included. They come with us. They carry on our limits. But I'm telling you, the trick is easy. Now you listen, I don't have all the answers, but try some shit. That's what these huddles are for. We huddle up, just like playing football. We call a play. Some of us go out and run the fucking play. If shit don't work, come back to them and say, look, I tried it, but.
Right.
Uncle froze.
Oh, and man said he was really talking too. He is.
Yeah. He froze.
Okay, yeah,
What's
but
up,
he's
Queen?
right. I agree with everything he said. He probably
Yeah.
got his hands down the
I'll give an example that for me growing up, I had mentors. My uncles would come and get me, so my mom would.
Definition.
Oh,
This is my last thing. When you read a definition of something, read the fucking first definition. Get you a big, thick dictionary. Read the first definition and the second definition. Because it can be a noun and it can be an adjective. It can be an adverb. It can be anything that it is in context. You have to understand the context. And don't be so hard on yourself. You're going to fuck up. Yeah, we all got the same big nose, big lip.
Bam.
Yep. Yeah,
Uncle
somebody
there?
probably calling him. He probably getting a call.
Shining
Hey,
over.
so-
You shining over. I
Hold
give
on.
it to you today.
So we got Queen in the building. All right, Queen. I see
What's
you
up,
down there.
Queen?
Okay, now don't play yourself. Don't play yourself.
That's not how she said. She said, "Don't play yourself."
Don't play yourself.
Yeah, hold on.
Hey, so
Go to work,
you know,
Candy.
sis got anything to say? Go ahead and rock out. You got the floor.
Let me step in for a second. Hold on.
Hey, so
I
what?
heard a lot what Uncle Ferg said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I agree to a certain degree, but I think a lot of times when it comes to people of color, the reason we got to teach our kids certain things is because we just don't have generational wealth. Oh, I'm going to explain. Oh, yeah, you're ready to hear it? Here we go. Right? See, other coaches, you know, little Michael, right? Or or you can have little Peter, right? Or little Steve, right? He could be a whole crackhead, right? Be a tranny, be cross-dressing, right? And he will still be the boss of your son, right? He will still be the boss of your son. You know why? Because his people control the money. When you control the money and economics, you control what you can do. You can be a straight demon, but he who controls the money and the resources get to decide what they want to do. As they say, what? To the victor goes the spoils, right? We can't do that out here because we don't control things out here. You know what I mean? This is not ours. You know what I'm saying? You know, we will forever be renting because we are under somebody else's laws, rules, and delegation. You know what I'm saying? You know why I salute, you know, what they're doing in Haiti, salute the stand. You know what I mean? Because in Haiti, the people there, right, they're fighting so hard because they are like, nah, we gonna decide what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I think Uncle Ferg about to bounce. Salute Uncle Ferg. I don't know if he's leaving. All right. But we decide what we're gonna do, right? And with us deciding, with them able to decide what they want to do, right? They're able, you know what I mean, to basically, you know, go at the government and you know what I mean, and form militias and form whatever they got because they're like, nah, we gonna control what's going on in society. But our people here don't control nothing. We don't. You know what I mean? And that's really what it is. So, yes, a lot of times we have to teach our kids and our men and our women certain things because if we don't, we ain't gonna survive. We know that for a fact. You know what I mean? If we don't teach our sons and daughters certain things here in America, our sons and daughters certain things here in America, we ain't gonna make it. Because we don't control the politics, we don't control the socialism, we don't control the money or the resources. That's what it boils down to. You know what I mean? Yeah. If I have a home, right? You know, I can literally do whatever I want, right? If you decide to live in my home, I dictate the rules. You know what I mean? If I say that I want you to eat Pop-Tarts on a Sunday morning, every morning, if you want to live here, guess what? You're going to be eating Pop-Tarts on a Sunday morning, every morning. I don't care.
Wait a minute. What country is this, so? What country? What country are we in?
We in America.
I'm sorry.
If you want to live in my house, though, you want to live in my house, right?
What country?
America, but you still want to live in my house, though.
You know, people go to prison for that. It's called abuse.
Yeah,
it's
but
called abuse.
No. But you say you want to live in my house. If it's my house, it's my rules.
I get you. Like. No. I think a better example would be like, because you can't dictate what somebody eat. I'm just fucking with you, big dog. I think no music after 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock. I don't care if you think it's too early. You can't play no motherfucking music after 9 o'clock. Unplug shit when you're done with it. No electricity, no shit, just burning.
Whatever the analogy, right? I'm
okay.
As an example. Whatever analogy, right?
He said you gotta eat Pop-Tarts, nigga.
Yeah, I dictate the rules.
Can it at least be like strawberry or like brown sugar? I like strawberry and brown sugar.
Me too.
I don't care what flavor you pick. But I'm just saying I dictate the rules. So when somebody owns things or they own something, they determine what goes on. And that's really what it is. So that's why we have to move a certain way in this country. And we know that. You know what I mean? But Queen, it's on you. You know what I mean? I'm about to grab my cereal real quick. But Queen, it's on you. Go ahead.
Oh, cereal.
I am not surprised. Don't nobody up here act like you shocked.
What's the question you guys are answering?
We done talked about so much.
Like right now, where are you at right now? What do you like?
We were talking about like parents and like.
No, remember it was like how old is too old to be a grandparent?
Mm-hmm.
Well, these days.
At what age is it considered? If you heard your girlfriend or whoever, somebody, they're now a grandparent. What age would you hear and be like, oh, that sounds about right? What age would you hear I'm a grandparent and you're like, already? What is the too young? Because I notice we say that. We always talk about young grandparents, but nobody has put an age on what that is. Is it 35? Is it in your 40s? Should you only be a grandparent once you hit like mid-50s and up? What is the criteria for too young as a grandparent? You got the floor, Queen.
I think if you say you like 23, 24, 25, and you say you're a grandparent, I think that's too young. But that means that's
Brenda had a baby.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So I don't think it's necessarily an age. I don't really trip. I don't really care.
So a young lady, she's 32, and she's like, my grandkids are on the way. To you, there's nothing out of the ordinary or nothing.
I think that's fine.
Okay,
that means she what? Yeah, I mean, with how old are the grandkids? You never know. And then you don't know the definition of a grandkid is changed too, because it could be foster kids.
She
They could have
32.
foster kids that are
She
grandkids.
32. Her daughters who having kids is 22 and 20, and they got their kids on the way. Boom. Yeah.
She's 32. Her
I still don't. It's, well,
Her kids is like
That means she's
17,
pregnant when she was
17,
12.
17 and 19. There we go, 17 and 19. I don't know how to do the math on this ratchet ass shit, Stan. I wouldn't raise around this. I don't know how to do this ratchet ass math.
I don't think it's anything. I think, sometimes kids who have I've known young girls who have kids in high school, junior high school, and they're amazing parents, and they actually help them. I know people who've had kids later on in life, and they're ratchet, they're hoes, they're traps, and they shouldn't have never had kids. So, I don't think it's necessarily an age. Stuff happens.
Let me come up here. Let me come up here with you, Queen. You know I love you, darling. Queen,
gotta get out of that.
Don't play yourself.
Huh?
Queen. Oh yeah, you heard me now, huh? Got her attention. Queen, don't play yourself. Are you no? We're not going to play these games. Like, listen. First of all, in my personal opinion, a grandma should have a full head of hair of gray. Okay, if your shit is still jet black, you're damn right. Damn right.
That's
supposed to have gray.
your opinion, though.
No,
That's
I
not
don't know.
reality, homie.
Because what I'm saying is that it's supposed to symbolize a certain stage
It
and
ain't
process
supposed to
in
symbolize
which you are.
shit.
At
Unity's
30,
supposed to symbolize
you should
something.
not
What
be
are we
no
doing?
grandmother or father.
My brother's
It's
keep
young.
is supposed to symbolize something. Where we at with that? It don't symbolize nothing. It don't mean
A
nothing.
grandparent should not
It
be
don't
at
mean
no
nothing no
32.
more. It don't mean nothing no more. It's not about.
I know. Listen. It's a
about-
lot of
but it's-
things
but
that
it's
we
not
say
about
don't
a
mean
title.
nothing, but
It's
we're
not
reaping
about
the
a title or a character. We don't live in that world no more.
but
We don't live
we're
in that
getting the
world.
consequences of these things.
But
We're seeing the
it's not
consequences of
consequences.
having 32-year-old
No,
grandparents.
That's not true. That's not
Hey.
true. We also see the
Hey.
consequences of a 60, 70-year-old grandparent taking care of five
That's not typical.
great
That's not
grandkids,
typical.
great
That's not
grandkids
typical.
who can't afford it.
Those are
it is
one-offs.
typical.
That's a one-off. That's a one-off. That's not typical. Usually at that age, they're settled.
Plethora of kids is because the grandparents can't take care of the kids. They too old. They on a fixed income. They can't take. They don't have the patience. Every day, I used to remove.
Stop talking. Everyone, please stop talking. All right. I'm going to move on. I got one last video. All right. We almost at the 2 hour and 30-minute mark. I want to go. I want to get up out of here because I got stuff to do. All right. Queen, please come back. But I do got things to do, so I do want to keep it going. All right. Now, let me share my screen. Okay. Okay, so this one's gonna be a heavy one. We're gonna end with a heavy one, but it's random, so I just pulled it up and it came up, and this is what it is. All right, fair use, everyone. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right. Did Queen come back up? Okay, she's here. Good. All right, fair use, everyone. I didn't mute my mic. Oh, that's M3. Okay. I didn't mute my mic. Salute M3.
Hello, everybody.
The man says, I'm tired. Inquire. Probe. Demand him to elaborate because tired is different. Tired doesn't mean sleepy. Tired can mean that I'm tired of living, tired of going on, tired of moving forward, tired of just dealing with this life, tired of losing. And you know that a man does not take losing well. And you know that your brother does not take losing well. And you know that your father does not take losing well. Do you know that your son does not take losing well? So if he feels like he's losing in the game of life, he might not just take his ball and go home. He might go home and take some pills or a bullet. Your man's tired is different. He needs more affection, more energy. He's tired of dealing with the shit that's going on, tired of going on, tired of moving, tired of losing, feels like he lost anything, feels like he's not worth anything. And I know what you're probably thinking. Why can't he come to me and say that he's feeling suicidal like he tells me he's hungry? Because society doesn't let strong men say that I want to kill myself. Because society finds more value in a valuable man more than a vulnerable one. Because strong men have problems with saying words like weak and help. So we strong men push our pain deep inside our bodies, turning temples into tombs. Tombs turn into tumors and ulcers and self-doubt and anxiety until one day we don't know where we're gonna put it. And then, my best friend. But when a man says, I'm tired, inquire.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna let Stan handle that one first. Yeah, I know this is right up Stan's alley.
Yeah,
And
go
I'm
ahead,
gonna-
Stan.
Yeah, this is too deep, but I say it's true. Sadly, if we say anything, it gets brushed off. It's like, yo, you got it, and then that's it. And then after that, you might not see that friend again. Because maybe it's too deep for them to see you go through something, and then therefore you don't want to be a burden to others, so you perform that you well, but inside you carrying this big burden by yourself, and then you become resentful and you cut people off, which draws you deeper into depression. Yeah, man, this is a real deal. I think a lot of men, especially black men, go through this. And before, when I was growing up, I always wondered why all the men disappeared. Not saying that they, what's the word I'm looking for? When they didn't transition into the next life, but they just checked out. They just mentally was not there. They just had their beer, sat down on that couch, and was just waiting for time to pass by. And it's like, now I gotten older, I'm seeing it. I can see why, because you pretty much are alone. And nobody cares. And you just have to keep on going. Because you care about the people that you're in charge of. That's
Yeah, I respect that. Anybody else? Any other brothers want to take this?
What's up, M3?
I was trying to be all right. I guess I'll
what's up,
go.
baby?
M3, salute.
Hello, everybody.
Loving
Thank
a
you.
hat. We wear that in Cuba a lot. That's Cuban shit. That's that mold down there. Anyway, so look, I actually, as somebody who I didn't talk for a long time as a child, and I'm talking about like just how I'm boisterous now. I was actually a very quiet, shy kid. So then as I got older, around 12, 13, my parents took me to a psychiatrist, whatever, got diagnosed with depression. So my point is, I actually been through the medicational processes of that. I've actually been through going to see the doctors for that, the whole nine. And what I've come to the conclusion of personally, as somebody who has been diagnosed as a chronic depressant, okay? Because you got chronic and manic. As a chronic depressant, what I realize is that if you look at it physically, it'll take you up out of here and it'll eat you alive. If you know how to then dive in, this is part of knowing oneself, and look at it for what I see it truly to be, and that is a spiritual test. Any great figure, any awesome artist, actor, actress, I don't care who they are. Vincent van Gogh, some of the greatest minds on planet Earth, Einstein, Tesla, you name it, all of them, they have a recording of depression, a depression stage, a depression era, a solitude stage. Not everybody knows how to pass that test. There are a lot of people who don't realize the depression you're going through is part of a shedding of a shell. And just like how a butterfly must crack through the chrysalis It has to flap for dear life. You see that butterfly when it's landed on the flower or on a tree, on your shoulder and stuff. You're like, oh, it's so beautiful. You have no idea what that thing had to go through in order to get that metamorphostation and completion. It had to flap for dear life. And if it did not make it out of that chrysalis, it would perish. And that is exactly how depression is when it comes to us as people. That is you going from that caterpillar into the beautiful moth and or butterfly that you could be. But if you're not able to crack through that chrysalis, if you don't flap your wings hard enough via, AKA, dig into yourself, figure out who you are, try to recognize and try to peep, where is this coming from? Because most of the time, anybody who really deals with depression knows that you get the most depressed during happy moments. It'd be nothing going on wrong. And then just out of nowhere, you just feel like shit. And you can't figure it out. Everybody and now the people around you, they notice that you was up and about. Now you kind of straight face and they peeping it. And they noticing the energy and the frequencies have gone down in your radio station. So when it comes to this whole, like the depression, the people who have off themselves and, bless them all, and I get it. It's not everybody can handle it. But I need us to really look at that as the true gladiator games. That right there is when one has to do the against yourself. The ultimate fight for your life, the fight against yourself. That's where all of that comes in. And not everybody is able to conquer oneself. And I'm saying that as somebody who has definitely had those, I want to off myself today thoughts. I have gone through those stages. Okay? And what I'm recognizing to land it, M3 coming to you, what I've recognized is that everything that I've been through, all that shit was a test. I was being tested. I was not able to recognize it and see it at that moment. At that moment, it just felt like I was being fucked with. It just felt like everybody was picking on me in life. It just seemed like God hated me and I was cursed. I had no clue. I was being tested because of something so much greater that our loving creator was trying to set me up for. And just wanted to see, can you handle this little bit I'm about to give you? Because what I'm really about to gift you with, it's going to come with so much more than this right here. And I just want to know, can you handle what I'm about to deliver? But in the midst of that moment, all I saw was I was being fucked with. I was being battered and bruised. And a lot of people exit out of here before they are able to reach that goal line and see everything you were going through. It was for a reason. There was a cause and a purpose behind it all. It was not for nothing. But I digress. My mic is muted. M3, you got the floor, brother.
Thank you, Smitty, and definitely respect to like everything that you're saying, man. I definitely could definitely feel you on that one because, I had my depressional moments as well too. There was times that, that I had thoughts where, about self-deletion, or more so like what would the world would be like with me not being in existence. And I think because those feelings came up about like, having like a small family in California, but then just losing more. And then just feeling like alone, like by myself. Or where like, I want to attach myself with other families to make myself feel like I'm a part of something. And then when reality hits, I put myself in a situation where I get even more depressed. And so for the longest time, like just growing up as a kid to like probably at the stage of like adulthood, like I was never comfortable to like, share like my thoughts or feelings because everything that I shared with people in the past, like I will always get crapped on or they will use it as a weapon. And so where things could be re-triggering, like, you'll go to a place where you think it's called like a safe haven, and you hear other men talk about feelings and all this other bull stuff, But then it's like when you share about these things, they still use that to weaponize against you. And so what I learned from it, especially like in 2020 at that time, is that like I'm not going to stop. But well, in order for me to not continue, well, to continue to like, you know, be happy within my own self, I have to like, you know, always like, you know, constantly talk whatever that, you know, I feel like I go through. And I'll share like, you know, with other folks or whatever. Mr. Best is one, Stan is one of them as well too. But you know, trust like in a lot of people it's a huge thing for me now these days. And unfortunately, like, you know, men, especially black men, like we don't have like those options, those luxuries compared to women to actually have a group where we could actually be open and vulnerable. And I'm not trying to like, you know, like shit on like, you know, like the opposite gender, but I'm just keeping the reality of it. Like we have to actually constantly be careful of who we're talking about or how we're feeling, because like we're always going to be looked at as weak people whenever we share and we feel stuff. You know what I mean? Where it be like to like other women or to like other guys, or where it be like for family or certain other groups. So it's like, you know, we're always gotta like, you know, put on like this type of shell. But for me, like, I just know like when I'm just like honest, like, you know, like where I'm at, even though at the moment it's uncomfortable, it makes me feel better because I'm not really worrying about what the other person is thinking, what I'm going through. I'm just trying to get it out so then I don't put it into like, you know, practicals or whatever, you know? So, but I know we do live like in a rough time where it's like you go to social media, you know, you're always hearing about like how weak it is like to be vulnerable. And if you soak all that stuff in, you're going to actually really like, you know, like believe that. But anyways, you know, it's just a part of life, unfortunately. And there's other outlets that you could deal with it. But honestly, it just depends on like, you know, like, you know, who you turn to, who you talk to or whatever, and how you feel that maybe those people that you're talking to or whatever methods you're doing to get out of your depression or slump is making you feel better by expressing it. You can't express it to anybody. You can't express it to a professional therapist. You got to actually try to express it to someone that you could actually trust, in my personal opinion. And even if it was a therapist, you know, it has to be a person that actually have the tools to actually come make you feel comfortable or make you feel safe. And I think that's where a lot of men, we kind of get stuck because we don't really see like a safe haven that is tailored for us. I know it's out there, but it's really hard to really kind of search when we're already coming with baggage and other trust issues. So I digress on this one.
Thank you for being vulnerable on that.
Yeah, thank all y'all for being vulnerable. For real. Man. Ruby, it's on you, or Evolution, or St. Mac, whoever, I don't know.
Well, no, I think it's important to remember, like for instance, like he kept saying inquire, right? Like if somebody's going through if someone's tired, it's like, and definitely like at being a woman, sometimes I feel like people need to read my mind, and that's not fair, you know. And sometimes it's just a simple question can go a long way. And I think that maybe if we've been conditioned to just take, we can just maybe ask like how we can give a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes it doesn't even take much to be a friend to somebody. And I just feel like I'm really just blown away by M3's what M3 shared, because you just never know. Like I kept thinking about one of my favorite comedians, Robin Williams, and that's how funny and happy he is all the time, and you just never know like what people have under that iceberg, you know. And so anywho, I just wanted to express my gratitude on that, I'm good.
Word.
Man,
Appreciate it.
anybody else want to build?
I mean, I have a couple things. I just want to make sure everybody got days on. I ain't want to be, but it's like this. Look, right. A lot of people make what finding yourself and the growth of one, we really do make it a lot more difficult than what it really is. If you notice with anybody who's ever been at Stan, I know you here with me on this one, martial art movies back in the day, right? So we would look at these martial art movies and it would always be the sensei talking to young grasshopper, if you would call, and sensei would be saying something and it'll be so simple. Wax on, wax off. And it was such a deep, profound meaning within it, but it really was that simple. And I'm saying that to say, a lot of times we overcomplicate figuring out who we are. How do we do that typically? Because we keep trying to find gratification for one's inner self from exterior places. You keep trying to figure out who you are on the inside from the gratification of others and what they have to say about your post, or what somebody has to say about what you're driving, what somebody has to say about this and that. You're looking for everything about you from the outside, and it doesn't start there. We all know it starts within. Just like how, even if you go back to a biblical sense on it, it's not what enters the heart that files a man or whatever. It is what proceeded from the heart. Again, to my Christian brothers and sisters, that does not mean you're allowed to eat pork. No. What that is saying specifically is this, because they always love to use that motherfucker. They love to say that one for that. Now, we can eat it because it ain't what goes into the body, so that means we can eat this swine. No, you can't, nigga. No, you can't. But I'm going to leave that alone. No, you ain't supposed to do that. But listen, right? I'm with you, bro. But listen, right? What I'm saying is that what I've learned through analyzing that right there is it's not about what happens to you. It's not about what takes place. It's about what you do and how you receive it. How do you then put it out to the universe? So you can't expect something from the outside to then come in and make you, because you're already supposed to be built from within. And if one is already built from within, there is nothing that should be able to tear you down from the outside, because you know yourself. I swear on life, there ain't not nail one thing anybody can say to me about at this point in my life. Ain't nothing you can say to me about me. You can tell me a whole lot about other things in life, absolutely, because I don't know everything. But this guy right here, you need to shut your monkey ass mouth, because ain't nobody walked the walk except me. Not even my own mother. She birthed me, and from there, I had to crawl. I had to fall while crawling and learning to walk. I then had to learn how to run and jump and climb and swing and every goddamn thing else. And when I exit from here, I won't exit from here crawling back into the womb. I'm going to exit from here separate from there. And so what I'm saying to that is, to land it, is that you have to take that time of solitude and just figure you out. Now, a lot of people would like to call that the whole loving on me thing and shit. Now, the reason why I stay away from that, because when you say that, that to people indicates just go take some vacations and spend money you really don't have, put yourself in debt, and then post a bunch of shit that really didn't mean anything because you don't own shit. No, what I mean is really just go off and take some time to yourself. Does that mean don't talk to anybody or anything? No. Still have a life, but make sure a majority of your time is spent. 80% of your time is spent at least for 1 year. I'm dead ass. Bare minimum, 80% of your day is spent on yourself, knowing you, figuring out, because, I talked to a woman and I asked her when I was getting ready to date her, right? We all know why this didn't work out after this answer. I said, so what are your hobbies? What do you like to do? You know what she said? She said, I don't know. Yeah, you see Stan face? Now, real talk. Now, mind you, like this ain't nothing but like some few years ago. This ain't like when we're young. I'm not like 17, 18. This is in late 30s. I'm about 38, 39, and I'm asking a woman around my age, what do you like to do for fun? Like, what are your hobbies? She says she don't know. I said, what are you good at? She says she does not know. She only knows the job that she does. Now, I'm gonna let you know something. That is a very, very deep indicate. That is a nice glimpse into the deep well of how many other people out here are just like her, men and women. You ask them, what are your hobbies? What do you like? Like, if you, on your free time, you just home, what would you do to occupy yourself and keep? Because I told her off rip, I'd be like, shoot, I love to draw. I love to write and make music. I also like to do wood carvings and stone carvings. That's also, I like to do carvings and like, you know, pottery, things of that nature. I'm into shaping things with my hands. I love to do that, to mold and shape with my hands. What do you like to do? She didn't have a clue. She said, I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. Do you think that's a person who knows themselves? Do you think that's a person who is in trajectory of on their purpose and figuring out what their highest peak of potential could be?
There are people.
And I digress. My mic is muted. Brooke, go ahead, rock out, Brooke. Whoever else after Brooke.
Well,
we all know what's your show today.
There are people like that, right? And I've been on a date where somebody has said that. So I asked him what they do. He said, I go to work. I said, what do you do after work? He said, I go to sleep so I can go back to work. So I figured that what they do is they make money. That's their hobby. But they don't know how to tell you that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a null and I got it. Because that's what I assume. Okay, so you make money. Because if you always at work, you get what I'm saying? Like me. You get what I'm saying? I can work 7 days a week if I want to at my job. You know what I'm saying? Overtime, all that. It's always overtime. So if I didn't have anything else to do, I would be a money maker. That's what I do. I'd be making money. So, but I had to put that together. Some people, they can't talk. They can't. You get what I'm saying? I had to say, oh, well, at least he going to have some money. All right. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he ain't going to spend it because he's going to be at work. So that's going to be all my job. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, put two and two together. But that's what Superwoman does. That's what I do. But I wanted to tell y'all, right? And I'm not going to tell y'all, you know, a lot about me. But I'm going to just say the creativity, you get what I'm saying? The confidence, the fact that I can get up on any stage, you get what I'm saying? And say something valid, something that'll move you, something that will be a game changer and control the whole show if I needed it to. You get what I'm saying? That comes from me having an issue and figuring out that I could not deal with my own issue. Some people cannot just be like, look within yourself, it's in you. Some people can't do that. I can't figure this out where I'm gonna go. You get what I'm saying? And I asked for help. And my help got me to my two therapists. You get what I'm saying? Not one, two. A woman and a man. That's how bad it was. You get what I'm saying? And with them, that's how y'all are able to see the changes. Because I used to be a whole live wire. And I could still do that on occasion. You know what I'm saying? You had them flashbacks. It happens. You know. But if you don't invest the time into taking care of yourself, doing something for yourself. That's why when we watched the video, I didn't have no sympathy for him whatsoever. And I was like, damn, am I that cold? What's going on? And I'm like, no, because I remember when I was there, but I went and got help. I didn't say, oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to take myself out of here. Because I knew there was something better. I knew that this wasn't right, so I had to fix it. You get what I'm saying? I didn't rely on no boyfriend, no girlfriend, because these are not people that are they might make you feel good for a time, but these are not people that actually study and how to help you with certain issues and actually diagnose, like Smitty was saying, like M3 was saying. Sometimes you need that outside help. And we as a people, a lot of times, are too, I ain't going to know. Can't no doctor tell me this, tell me that. You know what I'm saying? But let the bullet hit you. Where you going? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just can't pick and choose what we going to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, the brain that need help too sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know, what you see, what you know, ingest all day. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's people, it's, you know, authority. You know what I'm saying? Now I know my job watch this sometimes, so I ain't gonna say too much. I'm just about my situation, but I'm just gonna say, like, sometimes you have to go outside yourself, and they got it now to where you can go to the therapist and say, hey, I don't like this therapist. She can't relate to me. I used to always get like white women doctors. And after a while, I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Becky, Karen, Sue, she don't understand. You know what I'm saying? What Keisha is going through. She don't understand. You got to say what Shanae is dealing with. I need a sister. Can y'all get me a sister from somewhere? They gave me 2 sisters. You know what I'm saying? Then I said, you know what? It's times I want to understand the brothers, and I need to understand why I'm so aggressive. And this can't be the feminine side of me. So where is this coming from? I said, you know what? Give me a brother. Give me a big man dingo brother. You know what I'm saying? One that he understand when I say I need that thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they gave me. So you can get anything you want now. Just like you can go to the doctor and get your heart checked out, you can get the stuff. It's no reason for you to sit and say, I'm going to unalive myself. You know what I'm saying? Because my people ain't acting right. Because let me tell you, sometimes your people, your friends, your family could be your worst enemies. Sometimes they help you unalive yourself. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they got something to gain. You know what I'm saying? After you go, shout out to my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it happens like that. You know, so sometimes you got to get away. And I think that if our community stepped up out their egos and went and got that help, a lot of stuff that's happening today would not be happening. If I hadn't got that help, yo, when I tell you, you couldn't say nothing to me, I was putting my hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Where was I going with that? You know what I'm saying? My business wouldn't be thriving. I'd just be messed up. I wouldn't have nothing. You get what I'm saying? But you got to get out of that ego. You know, if you can find a good church. I found a great church that, hey, look, girl, we see all the gifts you have. And we know you like the pastor, because Lord Jesus, I love my pastor. Shout out to you, pastor. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it was just a thing, was like, if I touch the pastor the way I want to touch the pastor, we ain't going to have church no more, because I'm full in.
Touch the pastor where, bro?
I'm full in the lust.
What region of one's physical are we referring to, Brooke, when we say, I want to touch pastor?
Physical.
Give me an idea of a story.
He'd have threw that Bible away. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been no more. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get myself together. Why am I having these feelings? Like,
so who would be baptized in that moment, you or him?
Well, you know, the funny thing is, I met him at a I was getting baptized, but I got baptized in a see-through dress, and I didn't know that. It was just some things. I'll post it on my Instagram. But it was just some things that happened. So the pastor really got to know me, you know what I'm saying, physically, before he even knew my real name. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was just an issue. Me and the pastor, we've had, you know, some...
Pimple pastor. Hold on. Are we in the church or we on the blade? Pimple pastor.
We in the church. But at the time, I wasn't like saved like I am now. Like I you know, when the pastor come out, you know, he put that dot in your head and he touched your hand. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was touching other things. You know what I'm saying?
You weren't fearful of like grandma and them.
And mama. So I had to get my mind together. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you got to get your mind together. Because I was in full lust mode.
I have a good lawyer.
Good. Like, my pastor is beautiful.
Call that Ruby, Brooke. Call that Ruby.
Yeah, like, I'm going to be honest. If my pastor didn't look so good, I probably wouldn't have went to the church. I'm just going to be honest. He keep my focus.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought we went to the church to get closer to the Lord. I thought we went to the church to figure out more of the word. I thought we went to the church for fellowship. You trying to tell me on this day, Brooke, in 2024, that you was going to church because Pastor had them looks and Pastor had them, you know, Pastor had the figure and all of this shit?
Pastor whole zaddy, I'm gonna be honest, and he kept my focus because I used to go to people churches, some of the best.
Did you say zaddy?
And they wouldn't keep my focus.
Did you say zaddy?
That he's a zaddy, yes. Yeah,
Oh,
like
never mind, my bad.
Trey, like Trey from her. Yes, that yeah. I like all that. So, you know, some people are visual. This is another thing, and you will learn this in therapy. All this
You found a white pimp that preaches the word?
Yes, you. Let me tell you something. Because you.
She said yes. Good. Okay. You you said yes. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
My pastor look real good. No, what? My pastor look real good. You know what I'm saying? Good enough to buy a short set. You know what I'm saying?
What does that have to do with fellowship in the word?
Because that's how I got into the fellowship and in the word. That's why I started going to church. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I go to Bible study. Yeah. Like now, you know what I'm saying? And some of the people know how I feel about the pastor in the church from our past.
I need some more wine.
Our past
Need
interactions.
some more wine.
And they guard the pastor to make sure that, you know, I stay on my square. He's, you know, and he's safe. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? I got sisters in the church that understand, you know, and I'm good with that. But I wouldn't have understood those feelings if, again, I hadn't have went to therapy. Hey, can you tell me why I'm feeling like such and such and such and such? And I got a sister. She's like, girl, don't you go in there acting no damn fool. That's your pastor now. You figure it out. Like, yeah, I got a sister. She keep me together. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at, and I say, you know, I'm gonna slap this hoe. I can she's literally speed dial. I can call her and say, look, at any point in time, she will pick up the phone. Look, I'm gonna slap this hoe. You know what I'm saying? She's like, no, we're not. We're going to count.
That's right.
She keeps me out of jail, literally.
I'm still trying to figure out. Okay, Brooke, what did you learn in church?
I learned so much in church now, so much. Whereas before,
Give me two things.
I ain't feel nothing. I feel a lot when I'm in church now. I feel
No. Give me 2 times it was a sermon and pastor was talking about a certain sermon and a certain passage in the book, in the word, and you was like, oh my goodness, that's so hit home. Give me 1 time. Fuck it. We're gonna take it down. Give me 1.
So I'll take it back to the first thing I learned, right? This is gonna sound weird to y'all. Now I didn't get all of this from the church.
Not after what you said.
Okay, but you know how when the pastor, you know how they give you like, you know, the first day, you know, God made the heavens, God made the earth, and you know, and then when you get to the second, when you get around almost that Matthew chapter, you know, I had a couple of questions. Now I went to the pastor, right? Because I wanted to figure out why, you know, did Joseph not want to get married to Mary once he figured out that she was pregnant by the Holy Spirit? Now, that's not it. Now, y'all got to look at that because y'all got to really read into that. Now, I went to the Muslims at first because I had a Muslim homeboy and he was like, no, with that, you got to go back to Adam and Eve to figure out why Joseph felt like that.
He probably referred you back to Old Testament. Keep going.
When I went to Adam and Eve, I found out that Eve slept with the snake, with the serpent. Now, when I brought that back to the church, people was like, you can't keep doing this. So then when I came back, I said, you know what? So, you know, God, Lord Jesus, it's going to sound bad. But I was like, so technically, Joseph was like every other man. You get what I'm saying? You know, he wanted to find a way to back out of the marriage because, you know, they were engaged. You get what I'm saying? So he figured she got pregnant by the Holy Spirit. They all knew that. You know what I'm saying? So now all of a sudden you don't want to marry her because she's pregnant? But now that is Jesus, baby. Oh, you want to get props for that though, right? Because you the daddy now, right? When Jesus is Jesus. But before that, you wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get up out the situation. Like, you know, like a lot of black men do. Like, let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? I had an issue with that. Now,
how we get thrown under the bus from you talking about the damn Bible? How did black men get thrown under the bus and we talking about biblical stories?
Because
How
Joseph
did we
was
get
the
here?
first deadbeat daddy. You Yes, he was. He was the first Shaquille O'Neal daddy there was. Y'all go back and look at it and tell me. I can't wait to next
So,
year. Hit
so,
me in IG and tell me.
so, Ron M3.
Yeah.
I asked the question, right?
Somebody, damn it. Somebody, damn it.
No,
I need a break. I need to tag out.
I didn't tell you because you asked me. So I asked the question to the pastor, right? And what he said was, and this is where I had a little issue, right? He was like, you know what? I'm going to give you a book to read. He gave me the book. I'm not going to give it to y'all because it's like, I ain't going to give y'all that book. But he gave me a book to read, right? And he said, if you have any issues, you can call me. You can email me. You can reach out to me, and I will help you with every verse here. Now, in my mind, you know what I'm saying? It sounded a little different in my mind. You know what I'm saying? But when I gave it to the therapist said, no, he's being a good pastor. And he's telling you as a young, you're young. So he gotta get you together. He's not saying sleep with me. He ain't saying none of that. Like, where's your mind at? And we have to really work through that. So I'm telling you, that's what now I can go to the pastor and I try not to touch him, but shake his hand or whatever he want to give her, whatever he want to do, and it don't go all the way to the bedroom. You get what I'm saying? It may go a little bit, but not all to the bedroom where I feel like that energy is in the church. That lust spirit is in the church. Because I always have the lust spirit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that, but that's what I'm saying. So y'all got to understand, therapy works. Therapy, you could, for everything. You know what I'm saying? For everything.
Wait, hold on. So
do you even know where to start questioning this shit? I don't even know where to start question. What the fuck? Go ahead, M3. Huh?
My pastor would be like a lamb. You know what I'm saying? I would lead him to slaughter. Like, so I don't want to do that to him because he's a good man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get myself together. Even though I can see
he's a white pimp preaching to us.
Pastor Daddy.
He's a white pimp that's infiltrating our neighborhood and trying to pick up sisters like yourself. And he's a good man. Rock out, M3.
He's
Rock
a
out.
black man. He's a nice looking black man. Oh yeah. He that. Yeah, he a black man all the way. Yeah.
You said he's a zaddy.
He was a zaddy.
A zaddy. Yeah, a zaddy is an older white man.
No, a zaddy is a good looking.
No. Listen, I'm telling you. You said a zaddy is an old rich white dude.
I didn't know that.
A zaddy is basically a white sugar daddy. It's a white sugar daddy.
It is. It is.
All right. Okay. All right. Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Look, we're not gonna let you confuse us, okay? But it is my thing, right?
Thank you, because I was going by what you said. That's all. But even if he is black, don't mean nothing. That nigga don't get a pass. Go ahead, M3.
He may be look. He may be a good man to you, but he's definitely not a good man to the Lord. I don't care what nobody says. I'm not judging. Okay, when was the last time you and Zaddy slept together? Because you mentioned that a couple of times.
I didn't sleep with him. What are y'all talking about?
You said okay. Am I
play the tape back, bro?
Did I miss something?
Nah, it's something called replay. It's something called rewind, and when the show's over, do it.
She said she never said she slept with him, but she said if it went there before she seeked.
I heard her say she came over there with a bottle of champagne and a cucumber. That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Bedroom.
Thank you. And I heard rose petals and bubble baths. That's what I heard. Yep. And I heard jealousy or something like that. Yep.
Look.
So I wouldn't have those feelings, and it helped me. That's what I said. The magic of therapy. Sometimes you understand how weird that was to tell my therapist, hey, I'm having such. She was like, girl, like, you know
it wasn't weird telling us.
No, because I already worked through it, so there's no shame anymore because I already worked through it.
Okay, Evolution, can you wait? Evolution, can you just elaborate a little bit, right? Because you mentioned about the touching part, right? Of different places.
Elaborate.
I think we misunderstood her.
What?
I had to see you here this, and that. Like, yeah, that's that type. It's not. That's the only thing he can do. We're always with the congregation. It's a million of us. You know what I'm saying? So, but he'll reach out and hold your hand or whatever. If he putting the doubt on your head or whatever he do, he blessing you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know,
and he was the one that baptized you, right?
Yes, he baptized me.
Okay, so when he baptized you, right? Did he have like, okay, let me see. Did he have like, you know, one hand, like maybe like, you know, on like the breast assist and the other hand on the booty before he dipped you down in the water?
No, he's been the perfect pastor. He don't even know I like him. Everybody else know. He don't know nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like the sisters, because we have sisters that do the Bible study, they know. So they always are somewhere where they can keep me where I'm focused. You get what I'm saying? Because I am highly super sexual. You get what I'm saying? Everywhere. Like sex just oozes off of me. You get what I'm saying? So it's like,
wow.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like it's really bad. So they keep me in line where they stand. When I go stand next to the pastor, they stand next to me. If I'm going to say something to the pastor or whatever, they hear. They like, bitch.
Did you ever think to go to the church to pray to get the sexual off you? Did you ever think you just might be in the right spot to have hands laid on you in the right places for the right reasons?
Well, he can't bless me anymore because once he touched me, my thoughts go somewhere else. So that negates the blessing. So he don't bless me no more. I go to the women to do it. Yeah, so I kind of avoid him on stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Because
I can't be too mad at that. You know, you going to the sisters as a. I mean, you know, some cultures actually practice that, and they do believe that it keeps the sexual urges from arising. So, you know, I give you that part. I'll give you that part. The rest of that shit sound weird, Nick.
Therapy does that. And the sisters, it was my therapist's idea to tell the sisters, like, look, or she said, have a couple of sisters that you respect and you know, those that care about you when you're near him or whatever, that they're somewhere near you. When you move, they move or whatever. If you have to talk to the pastor, you have to do something around him or whatever, you know, because I'm well known in the church. You know, I'm the church DJ. So it's like, you know, hey.
Is he married?
Around. No.
Okay.
Maybe you can be the first.
You know what? You know what? Since you referred to the sisters at the church, Brooke, I would like to take this time, Queen, since you're back up here, beloved. I would like to refer to the sisters. Ruby, I don't know how much help you're going to be, but we're going to include you in this. Okay. Just saying. The Queen, what do you have to say in regards to hearing your sister go ahead and say what she... Oh, shit. Deacon back up in here. We got Deacon back up in here. We got, hey, look, he got the clouds in the back. He got the clouds in the background. He just switched up the background. All right, Thunderbolt. Okay, Thunderbolt. We're gonna get to you, Queen and Ruby. Talk to sis, and what do you all have to say from what you heard? If you all were in a female circle and she confessed all of this, and you all supposed to be her support system, what do you tell sis after hearing this debacle?
Well, you know what? I just I'm over here chuckling because I feel like I've had a crush on somebody in an authoritative position as well. I think it's
didn't I tell you she wasn't gonna be no help?
No, hold on. Let me write, because I'm not excusing anything, but I'm saying that I can understand where her attraction may lie in the confusion to where we put people on a certain pedestal and it's like, oh my goodness, you're so attractive and this and that. And maybe it doesn't help that he isn't married, you know? I think that it's very good of her to seek therapy, to seek sisterhood, but at the end of the day, like, you control your pom-poms. And so, you know, if it's just like we all just helping you not do it, then that might be a question for you as to you have to trust yourself more. You should be able to be in a room by yourself with the pastor. He should feel safe. You should feel safe. And if you're going through that process, then let it guide you. You feel me? Otherwise, you're just making it about something else. And it's just a matter of time until you pressed against that desk.
But she right.
All right.
through the process. Thank you.
Okay, Queen, what you got for before we get to Deacon? Before we get to Deacon Cloud Watcher.
I told you, Evolution. There's nobody like you on Earth, in the motherland, in the universe, in the future, in the present, in the past. Evolution, you are an individual.
Yes, indeed.
And you are the definition of individuality.
Sound like you simping right now.
But I just want to say to you.
I know where she at with it. She right
I want to say to you is, okay, cool. We have attractions. We have feelings. You went to therapy. You're getting help. Cool. So moving forward, are you in church because you really want to get the help you need to get closer to God, or are you in church because you want attention from Him? Are you going to Him because? So those are the things you got to ask yourself too. Are you going to Him
That's
to
a good
get help
question.
because you still having those thoughts, or are you going to Him because you actually want to get help? Because can't nobody answer that to you. So it's good that you got your sister crew, but even with that, you are in control of your actions. So are you moving this way because you truly want to get closer to the higher power, whatever you believe in, or are you doing it because you still got your thoughts and your dreams about Him and you just want some attention? Because at the end of the day, you know why you do what you do. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Queen, that was a good question.
I gotta step in. I gotta step in.
Right.
I gotta step in. Hold on. I gotta
I'm sending you
step
a
in,
hug,
please.
long distance. You know, I ain't mess with you in a minute, but I'm gonna send you a hug in a headlock, long distance.
Let me step in. Hold on. Let me step in, please. Please let me step in. Look. In one retrospect.
Don't forget to add the noogie. Gotta add the noogie.
In one retrospect, yes, I want to say Evolution. You know, look, you know what I mean. You're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying. Keep your boundaries strong and all that. You know what I mean. I want to say that, but then also my other side, my Marvin Gaye side, is like, nah, man, get it on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all two consenting adults, you only live once. Let's get it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hey, only for one night. But
So you're now banned from all interventions. You're just not allowed. Okay. There's an intervention, so you just wait in the car.
Hold on, y'all. The reason I'm saying is because what I'm telling you, right, and what I'm really getting at, right, on a real side, is the human dynamic, right? That's an everyday struggle for most everybody, right? Yeah, I know. I shouldn't knock down Miss Shirley, but Miss Shirley, man, she looking good right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know I should knock down Brother Thomas. I'm gonna put this on Brother Thomas today. That's the struggle. It's a struggle that we struggle with. It's a human struggle, and I think that for real, on a real note, like I think that's something that we don't really want to talk about, right? When in regards to our human nature, right? But that's a real thing, right? Do I eat the forbidden fruit, right? Do I eat the extra piece of cake that I know sitting in the oven, right? I know I said I was gonna go on a diet. I know I said I was gonna eat the cake. I knew it. But god dang it, that cake looked good. I'm gonna eat it right now. You know what I'm saying? And I got some milk in the fridge and all that. It's going down tonight. You know what I'm saying? So that's always our struggle. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we want to do the right thing, but it's hard. All right? It's a difficulty. She being real. She want to do the right thing, but she want to do it feel good too. And being with him may feel good. You know what I'm saying? On that level. So she's fighting. It's a battle, and I understand. So I think on a real note, like we can't look at it as it's weird or it's bad or whatever. Because I think we all go through that. I don't know no person on this planet that ain't never gone through that. Where you know it's somebody that you shouldn't be touching, that you want to touch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something
It's the authority thing.
But you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? We all been through that, so it is what it is. So I feel on that. Yeah. But keep doing your thing. Go to therapy and do what you got to do.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
if something does happen, whether you stay in control or you lose control, just understand you're a human being and you're still a good person. And hey, this may be your husband. I don't know. He's a single man. Maybe your husband. I don't know.
No, that's why I'm telling y'all the power of therapy, because I have a thing for men and authority. Like when Trey Bird, when he said that he was in the military, that's solid for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that discipline. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most of my relationships have been with men, and I like the military. I've been with a guy from the army, but it's something about the military that I like. The army is cool. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's almost the same thing that the Marines, they go for. It's a harder process. Like, those are the gangsters, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the service. So they got my full
So the
attention.
PTSD.
They like
Main killers. The Marines, they show you how to really do that.
what? What? They creative in everything that they do, and they back stay strong. Them
At
backs
least you don't need to date no
stay strong.
military man.
The discipline is
You
attractive,
you
yes.
don't need to date
No
no
pastor
military
either.
man.
You don't
Have
need
been
no
in some
pastor
real
either.
wars. Stay away
You don't
from
need
him,
nobody,
please.
no pastors either.
I like the killers though. Like most of my rings came from killers, military dudes. I like they are trained killers. I love that. You know what I'm saying? That type of security you can't find nowhere. Like what? I love the killers. I don't know what it is about that. Like if a dude tell me he was in the service or something, I sleep better at night. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. As long as he like me, I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you could do stuff to them and tricks and all types of stuff, and they never be on some, they with everything. Like, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Not everything, but the stuff that count, they with it. You know what I'm saying? They open.
Are you attracted to the gangsters as well too, and drug dealers? I mean, they do the same.
Gangsters are straight.
Nah, no, they don't.
Just kidding.
No,
That's a
they
song.
don't. Let me tell you, a gangster. My pops was a gangster. You know what I'm saying? I love him to death, so I was raised by a gangster, right? But it's something the Marine is trained specifically. You got what I'm saying? It's a difference. And you would have to go with a Marine to see what I'm talking about. They built the last. They better than Ford Tough. You got what I'm saying? This man could be 80 and he's still knocking it out the park. You know what I'm saying? Stamina on 100. Like
A Marine will sneak up on your ass. A Marine will sneak up on you, and you never know.
yeah.
They'll sniper. A Marine will sniper you from 500 feet.
Yeah.
So
And I had a sharpshooter when I had a
that's a Marine.
sharpshooter.
For
You know
most
what
of
I'm
them, most of them, the ones that have problems adjusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black people, we ain't made to be killers like that. We defenders, and that's how we defend a lot, but we ain't made to go out. It ain't even in your genes, man. That's why y'all fighting. You a young man. You supposed to be stronger than a motherfucker, mentally and physically.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't got to spend a dime, except do exercise. You know, eat right, take find your lady, make her cook the good food you buy or grow, whichever one you decide. It
True
ain't
that.
hard. It ain't hard to do. How old are you? About 35?
I'm about to be 40 like this year.
See, this is your time. Your window's right there. 40 years old, you age out, brother. You better get to work. Stop standing around. You age out in America.
Wow.
You age out because if you ain't got an extensive work history, where your Social Security gonna come from? Your kids? You got kids?
Nah, I ain't got no kids.
Look, I ain't picking on you. I'm loving on you as a man. I'm just all I'm doing. So
Yeah.
I just see how you. I'm telling you, it's a different world than what you think, and you can be a king in that motherfucker if you just get to work right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
At 40 years old, this is your age of reason. You gonna be a lamb or a lion?
Right. I saw the lion back there.
Which one you gotta choose?
I'm a Leo.
And when you choose, remember it's certain characteristics about both that you're gonna have to be a part of. So don't even think
That's
about
right.
the lamb and the lion. In life, which one you gonna be, and that's with everything you do. And sometimes you have to be the lamb and the lion, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
With your children,
Yeah,
you
because
got
they
to
both
be the
play
lamb
different
and the lion.
roles.
So, what role do you want to play for the rest of your life? You ain't gotta say it. Just think about it. Take it with you to come back and tell me in 2 weeks.
Oh, sure. I already know.
Oh,
you know?
okay. So you say you know? You say you
Mhm.
know? So can you do it in the next 5 years? Hands down. You can all that.
Oh yeah, yeah. As long as I put my mind and my heart into it.
Oh, no. It's got to be there. You said you already know, so I'm gonna ask you. So what is it that you already know that you're gonna do?
Sure. I already know where I want to be. Like as far as my career advancement, my
So
goal as a man.
at
Yeah.
40 years old, at 40 years old, you 10 years behind. You're a black man. You don't start a career at 40. You start that motherfucker at 25, 30.
No, I'm already in my career, but I'm talking about advancing even further.
So you want to have loose money to invest in the Ponzi scheme that's out there, right? The best way to invest is start saving your money, buy the stuff you need, leverage yourself over the next year and see how much you save. You know, if you like to eat out a lot, learn how to cook, brother. It's healthier. You know what I'm saying? Work out if you shit. Work out doing commercials, do some push-ups, sit-ups, the regular football shit. That shit work. Shit ain't changed.
Shit, or like calisthenics or your destination.
I mean, any of that, all that shit work. All that calisthenics, do both. Matter of fact, do both. Make it better. So as far as career, you want to invest, but you still got to work, right? Are you good at what you do?
Yeah, I'm good at what I do.
All right, so in the career, try to learn as much as you can about not just your job, but go learn 2 or 3 other jobs. Your income will go up. You know a foreign language?
I'm working on it, Duolingo, but
if you don't know it, then somebody Hispanic may come with the same credentials. They'll bump you. I'm just trying to tell you how you gonna get your bread up. It ain't a hard thing. You just gotta. You single?
No, I'm married.
Oh, you married? That's even better. Now it's both of y'all. You focus, protect the house, make sure everything on the outside of the house is secured, from the grass to the fucking windows. Your wife, she's a homemaker. You got children? How many babies you got?
No, I got none. I got 9 birds, and that's it. I don't want no damn kids.
Okay, so you ain't got no kids. You in a greater position. So just stop spending your money and save that shit. Put that shit in your mattress. Buy you a couple of them heaters. Farm off on New Year's. Make sure everybody know that you protected over. If it's legal in your state, you know what I'm saying. Go to the range, whatever. Keep that eye tight. Yeah. And just save your money, man. Then you can sit back and see what you want to invest going into it. But if you put in the work between now and 60 and save your money, you'll be able to do what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah.
You see what?
Hey, yes, sir.
No, I'm sorry.
I appreciate it.
That's all you gotta do, man. You married, you good, man. Don't come out here on these streets, man. Give a damn.
Yeah.
Shit ain't nothing out here.
Yeah.
You see how
Lots of daddies in the world.
But it is some good ones out there, though. There's some good ones out there, man. They just don't want to see each other. They walking around evolution. And since the evolution, look, I just think you searching right now.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You know why? Because, like, you know what I just realized? And you know, I talked to my good brother earlier this morning, right? Every time I talk to him, I got in the car and I happen to say, you know what? I understand that the men in my life right now are upset with me. And I know why they're upset. Every couple of months they get upset. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, whatever, I'm evolution. And I decided to focus on one. You get what I'm saying? Just one. Because he gives me the most problems. And I love a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to get inside his head and figure out, could we work together or not? You know what I'm saying? Now, this will probably be my 3rd ring. You know what I'm saying? If it work. But he wants something. He don't want to break. I don't want to break. And I feel like if we break, we'd be great together. Now, in the event that this doesn't work, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Then I may have to look into something else. But a certain type of person keeps my attention. But I don't know if they're the right person for me. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm talking here. I'm probably going to bring that to my therapist too to figure out what's what. You know what I'm saying? You know, people say he crazy, but then they say I'm crazy too. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Our crazies may work well together. You know what I'm saying? You know, you never know. But the dating pool out here is terrible right now. Terrible. You know what I'm saying? So it's very hard to find somebody that, one, you even like. You know what I'm saying? You could, God forbid, you could, you know what I'm saying? You know, spend a whole lifetime with, or whatever life you got yet. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you find somebody you kind of like them, you can see yourself being with them, you just better go ahead, because it's nothing out here. Like, this dating pool is not. It's no. And I'm not outside like I used to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not meeting a lot of people. I feel like once I get outside, maybe the summertime, I'll meet more people. But it's not a fair game out here, you know. And a lot of these people got issues. You know what I'm saying? And you just pick up their issues, so you got to be careful with that, you know. And as far as the pastor, I'm gonna be honest, the pastor's the safest man on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain things that I'm gonna have to do to be with the pastor that it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And I got my relationship with God, and God understand who I am, and I'm getting better. And I'm pretty sure the pastor come with a lot of rules, but I'm always love the pastor. I'm always like the pastor, and the pastor keeps me straight and focused on the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So it all works out. So the therapy, let me tell you, the therapy, I still again say people should get to therapy. And don't worry about what people say or how you're going to look. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, you're going to be doing the work and being a better you while people going to be watching you. You know what I'm saying? You know, at a standstill. Because you know what I'm telling you, I've been doing it, and I've really been sitting in them sessions, and you get what I'm saying? And it works. You know, it works. I'm completely different than what I used to be. The old me is still there. You know what I'm saying? I pick on it time to time when I need to. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I think it's only a win-win, you know? And get you a good therapist, get you the right therapist. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're not going to get the first one, you're going to like them. You can change and mix and match and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you get a cold, you go to the doctor, whatever you do, you can get a therapist like that and work it out, you know? I mean, that's the only thing I wanted to say. I'm sorry I took y'all down the pastor road, but that was the easiest way that I could help explain what I mean when I say therapy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, without telling everything. You know, Soapbox, you still up? Your cereal's finished? Because this is a great show. I enjoyed myself.
Hey, listen, y'all, this is one of our best shows we ever had. Thank you all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate y'all. Y'all can hang out if y'all want. You know what I'm saying? But y'all about to close it out. You know what I'm saying? So everybody pulled up, man. Uncle Ferg, you know, Ruby Doll, St. Mac, Smitty, M3, Stan, everybody that pulled up, man. Queen, thank you all for pulling up, man. Much love to everybody. Peace.